checking to see if the live stream popping up. Bear with us real quick. We good.
Yep, I see it.
Hey, Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, it's the brothers from the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp coming back with another edifying lesson through the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So before we get started, we want to give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rukakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us the truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect out there laboring on and believing in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. To you, we say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, like I said, man, it's another week out here to prophesy. As you can see, with the things going on in the world, man, that the Most High is bringing judgment on this place. Hey, this kingdom is through, and you see that, hey, man, Esau, he's trying to lull you people back to sleep, man.
That's right.
The elder Ashiar and the priest Anwar, did a lesson yesterday talking about pretty much, stay woke in so many words, man, because what Esau's doing by reopening everything back up, giving you your so-called privileges back. He's trying to fool you into thinking that things are good, man, but the Most High is letting us know not to be fooled by this devil, man. All right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans 13 and verse 11, and it reads, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Now is a high time to wake out of sleep, man, because the Lord is about to return, man. If you can't see what's going on, man, hey, the Lord is making his presence known again, man, with these chariot sightings, man. That's all been the talk of the news the past couple weeks, man. The chariot talks, man. You see what's going on with the economy. Esau's pumping all this funny money into the economy because he's looking to crash this shit, man. All right? Israel is waking up more and more, man. Hey, the truth is booming right now, man. The prophecies is speaking. So now is the last time you want to be caught slipping, man. All right, so this is the best time to be awoke and to be in this truth, man. Go ahead.
Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man, because, like I said, the Lord is making it known to his men, the ones that have the eye salve, man, that have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, that look, we ain't got too much longer, man. The prophecies is showing that, man. The chariot sightings is the main thing showing us, hey, brothers, get ready. You about to come get y'all, man, That's our brothers up there in them so-called UFOs, man, all right? They're letting us know that, hey, this is about the time to come, man. Matter of fact, hold me Zechariah 5 real quick, man. Just speaking on that real quick, man, because, hey, 5 and 4. Well, you can read one down to 4. Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, these chariot sightings are the #1 indicator to the elect. Let us know that, look, man, we almost out of here, man. All right?
Matter of fact, I'm going to read a little bit more while you get that. This is Romans 11 and verse 12. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Yeah, put on the armor of light, man. All right, stop walking in the ways of this world, because if you can't see that this place is all set up to pretty much destroy you, as it tells you in Micah 2 and 10, then you're going to get caught up when the Lord brings this sword out, man. All right, that's why he says he's going to come as a thief in the night. Because everybody has their mind distracted by all the madness that's going on, man. The NBA playoffs, like I said, society's opening back up, Everything out here is made to be a distraction to keep you from realizing what's going on, man. Esau's pumping all this propaganda out here with this Maxine, the C-19, going to be a new wave and all this bullshit. But you people ain't worried about that because you've been lulled back to sleep by these damn distractions, man. All right? But these chariot sightings are a good indicator to let us know the times we in, man. Destruction draweth nigh, man. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, behold, a flying robe.
And that flying robe is talking about these so-called UFOs, which we know are the chariots of the Most High.
That's right.
God, verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Verse 3.
It was a big ship, man. Go ahead.
Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Yeah, it's a curse unto Esau and to you wicked ass niggas, man, to the other heathen. All right, because to them, they don't know what they're seeing, man. They don't know what those ships are coming to bring, man. But for the elect, it's not a curse to us. It's a blessing to us, man.
That's right.
Because that's our ticket out of here, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Con. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
And who's the one that stole? Who stole us, man? Who brought us over here on these ships that have us in this day still in captivity, man? Scripture, somebody get Exodus
21.
Yeah, he that steal up a man or whatever. You know, because that, hold that too though. Get that in the sword. Because at the end of the day, man, and this devil still has us in his grasp, man. All right, so those chariots are coming back to get him, man. Go
It's
ahead.
the book of Exodus chapter 21 verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall be surely put to death.
Yeah, that's Esau, man.
That's right.
We're still in Esau's hand, man. So when these chariots come, all right, they're gonna be putting Esau and these other heathens and 2/3 to death, man. Because hey, you Jakes is joined into Esau, man. So you have taken on the spirit of these Edomites, man. So you're gonna be destroyed alongside them, man. So these chariots are coming to bring judgment and deliverance, man. Go ahead.
Con, Zechariah 5 and 4. I will bring it forth, said Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Enter into the house of a thief, America. All right, where the Israelites are still held captive here, man. That are still oppressed here. That's still being destroyed here, man. These chariots are going to bring destruction to this place, man. Because the Most High has sanctioned it through Scripture, through prophecy, that America's in is destruction, man. You know. But you people don't want to believe prophecy because ultimately the Lord didn't give you the eye salve, and two, if you don't have faith in the words of the Lord, man.
Yep.
But you are all out here searching for answers into all these different religions, trying to find your way. But everything you need is in these scriptures, man. Can I get to Isaiah?
That's right. Isaiah 34. This is the book of Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, which is this Bible. All right, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha. Really, the order is the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, then the New Testament, man.
Yep.
That's the complete roll, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
No one of these shall fail.
No one of these shall fail. The prophecies, man. All right, because the Most High, His words stand true, man. When He decrees something, it comes to pass, man. So He decreed all these other prophecies that Jacob was going to fall away from our heritage. All right, that Esau was going to come up above us. You know, these prophecies passed in the past, or they came to pass in the past. What makes you think the future prophecies of America's destruction? All right, 2/3 being destroyed, man. All right, do you think that's not going to come to pass too? Go ahead.
None shall want her mate.
Mm-hmm.
For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them.
Right. So everything the Lord has said is going to come to pass because the scripture tell you, man, that the Lord is a man that shall not lie, man. All right. He's bound by His word. So everything that He's saying, man, is going to happen. So our job out here is to come out here and let you know that these things are coming to pass. And if you don't want to get caught up on the wrong side of that judgment, you need to repent and seek the Lord while He still may be found, man, because the doors of mercy are being closed, man. And He's gonna fool these other people out here by using Esau to deceive you, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, man, this devil, his job is to bring judgment upon these wicked jakes, man. That's why it tells you let me get Psalm 17 and 13 real quick. His job as being the wicked on the earth is to bring judgment upon our people, man. All right, that's why he was able to come over here and do what He done to us, man. All the atrocities, all the tragedies that we suffered as a people. Because Esau is the sword of the Most High, man. Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. Read me that one more time.
Verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
Because the scriptures tell you in Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth.
That's right.
And it tells you in the first chapter, Joshua 8, it tells us to seek out of the book of the Lord. Salakia, it tells us to meditate in the word day and night. You see, then we're going to make our way prosperous and have much success.
Yep.
Right? Which that success ultimately is salvation.
Yep.
So the scriptures reiterate that over and over again. Read it one more time.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
So brothers should be reading. We all should be reading. And we should spend some amount of time in the scriptures. Why? Because, hey, that's how you become illuminated when you read before chapter. Keep going.
That's right.
No one of these shall fail.
And see, it's a point I want to make real quick before we go to the precept the brother going to bring out. And the reason why the Lord wants us to be immersed in the scriptures, when you read throughout the Bible, it's constantly telling the children of Israel to come back to the word, come back to the word, come back to the word. Because it's telling you that none of the prophecies are going to fail. So everything that the men of the Lord are bringing out, none of that's going to fail. You can put your trust 100% in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The scriptures tell you in 2 Timothy 2 and 19 that this is a sure word of prophecy. And what makes it sure? Because it's the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He said his word won't come back unto him what? Void. You see? So when the Lord says it's gonna happen, you can go ahead and put a stamp on their house, but don't know the power of the book that they possess. Because they don't seek out of the book of the Lord and read. They don't trust that these are the words of the Most High and that nothing else can stand with the words of the Most High. Anymore?
For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them.
Because ultimately, the spirit of the Lord is what's gathering the believers. So all the brothers that's out here right now, they're being gathered by the spirit. All the brothers on the four corners of earth are being gathered by the spirit. Which, if you're not in tune with the words of the Most High, this book, you're not in tune with the spirit. You're not of that gathering. You see? So it's important, it's paramount that brothers be reading and be spending time with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know?
I got a precept for you. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
That's how you know the difference between a false prophet and a true man of the Lord. Read it one more time.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20.
Yep.
To the law and to the testimony.
The law is what's found in the Bible, and the testimony is a testimony of Yahweh. Go ahead.
If they speak not according to this word,
your pastor ain't speaking according to his word. Go ahead.
It is because there is no light in them.
Because ain't no light in them. Ain't no light in these philosophies of the world. Ain't no light in Islam. Ain't no light in being Kemetic. Ain't no light in being a Christian. You know, ain't no light in being a Catholic. There's no light in that. Meaning there's no truth. The truth is right here that you are the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. See, that's the truth. The truth is that we are the people of the Most High, and that the one who people ignorantly call Jesus the Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shah in the Hebrew, he's coming back to wage war with this world and to deliver the elect, those that awaken and come back to this truth. That's right. You see? So there's no light in no other philosophy but the word of the Most High. There's no light in it.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12.
Can't bring it up.
And further, by these my son be me astonished. On making many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Hey, read it again, Baba Shah.
Verse 12. And further, by these my son be admonished, of making many books there is no end.
So making many books is there no end, just like the brother was going to the Quran, the Book of the Dead, all these books. It doesn't mean anything. What is that going to profit you in the day you have Shem Shah? It's not going to profit you anything, man. You need to be ultimately getting in tune with the book, which is the Bible, man.
And to further add to that point, none of these books that is being aimed out tell you what's going on.
That's right.
That's why when we brought out earlier Isaiah 34 and 16, that the prophecies that's being written about in the Bible, we can see this playing out right now, man. But the Quran can't tell you on why the world's going like this is. The Book of the Dead, the Book of Gilgamesh, and all this other bullshit. None of that stuff ultimately lets you know on what's going on and how to prepare for what's going on, man. How to get yourself out of these situations, man. That's why it's so important for you to get this word and get it from the right teachers, man. The men of the Lord, the ones that have the light, the ones that come out of the scriptures and back up everything that we say out of the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Because this ain't our words that we're speaking. All right, because you got a lot of people out here that come out of their own mouth trying to tell you what they feel on what's going on, man. And they don't got the light, man. They don't have the spirit to be able to tell you what the Lord is doing, man. Because the Lord is not dealing with them, man.
That's right.
And much study is awareness of the flesh.
Right, so you wasting your time ultimately looking into these other books. Everything you need to know is in the Bible, man. All right, that's it. You don't need to go into all these other books, man. Now we go and use reference points from different historical books or whatever, man. But ultimately, everything we need to know is in the scriptures, man. All right. So pretty much going back to what we were saying, man. All right, Esau is being used to fool you people, man. Because through Esau is how you Jakes became Christians, man. Esau is how you niggas pretty much are immersed in becoming this confused, lost people, man. All right, that's all through the lies of the so-called white man. All right, let me get before you get that Jeremiah 16 and 19, and then somebody else get me
I'm gonna bring this up while you look at it.
Somebody else hope. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14.
Jeremiah 2:11.
Wherefore he said, awake that thou sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach should give thee light.
It's heavy. It says, awake thou that sleepest, right?
Yeah.
So who's asleep? The children of Israel. The children of Israel have been asleep, which we read. Now is the time to awake out of sleep, meaning to come out of the ways of the world, to come back to who you are. So now is that time. So it says, awake thou that sleepest, which 2/3 of our people will remain asleep or in the congregation of the dead, the scriptures say. Right. So this is the time to awake out of sleep, which is putting back on righteousness, putting on the full armor of the Most High. You see? Because there's power in this. It's power in this word. It's power in having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You see?
I got one more for you. Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments.
Which is symbolic of this truth.
Yeah.
That's how you come out of sleep, is it coming back to the truth, right?
Building your faith back up, man.
Yep.
Because Esau teaches you to pretty much believe in what's tangible, what you can see.
Yep.
But the Lord is building your spirit up, man. Because these prophecies, a lot of this stuff, when you tell Jake this, well, I can't see that happening, or I don't think that's gonna happen. But hey, we can see it through the spirit. We see what the Lord is doing, man. That's because we were given ourselves, man. So you have to build up your spiritual strength, man. You know.
And when it comes to seeing, I'm gonna make a quick point. When it comes to seeing, our people say, "Well, I can't see that happening. I don't know. I gotta see it to believe it." Do you see the air?
Exactly.
Can you see the air? Who has ever harnessed the air? But do you breathe it?
Yep.
Do you know that it's there?
Yep.
Do you see the trees moving?
Yep.
So when you speak, when it comes to the scriptures, when it comes to the word of the Most High, that shows you the excuses why our people are known as a rebellious house. But they always got excuses when it comes to serving the Lord or doing what's right. But when it comes to wickedness, our people is way with it. That's why it says they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah.
Because, hey, when it comes to something of the world, they 100%, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, 100% for wickedness. But when it comes to anything righteous, you got an objection to it. Yeah. You see? That's a damn cop-out, man. And the Most High's not dealing with that. He gonna put niggas to death that's in that spirit.
Right, because you've been fooled by this illusion to think that your so-called way of thinking is right. Oh, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their own belief system. But at the end of the day, it's only one truth, man. It's only one truth, and that's these scriptures, man. But you niggas have been bamboozled by this devil into thinking how you think, man. All right? Your whole way of thinking has been cultivated by this devil, man. Yep. He has put together this whole system to keep your mind separated from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's why you embrace Christianity.
Yep.
That's why you embrace black culture.
Yep.
That's why you embrace death, man.
Yep.
Because this devil has taught you on how to be like him, man. Can I get that? I call for it.
Yep. This is the book of Jeremiah 16 and verse 19, and it reads, O Lord Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and the things wherein there is no profit.
Right, and that's the realization that Jake is coming to, and that's why they're so messed up in the head, man, because as we said, man, they put their whole lives, generations of knowledge into lies, man. So when they hear us out here pretty much breaking down what their whole family has believed in, a lot of them, they can't handle that, man, because they've been so disillusioned by cognitive dissonance, by Stockholm syndrome, that when the truth has been presented to them, all right, them demons on them can't allow them to get it, man, you know? So that's why, hey, everybody is leaving all these different sects of religion. That's why the church is losing. That's why the Esau his science is being exposed, man, because they're realizing that they whole life they've been spoon-fed lies, man. All right, and only the elect have the fortitude enough to accept that and still be able to move on into finding what's the truth for real, man. You know?
Yep.
That was it on that?
Yep.
Let me get the other one. Jeremiah 2:11.
Jeremiah 2:11. Had a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods. But my people have changed the glory for that which does not profit.
Yeah, our people have changed their gods, man, because question I always like to ask Jake, you so gung-ho for JC, but who are you worshiping before Esau brought you over here on them damn slave ships, man?
Yep.
Before he brought you over here on the good ship Jesus. Who was your God then, man? You know? Because Jake only can grasp up until slavery. They never want to talk about, you know, how they were pre-slavery, man. How were you before Esau went and rounded you up off the west coast of Africa, man? All right, what were you doing before that? Who were you worshiping before that, man? Who were you as a people, man? All you care about is post-slavery, man. Black History Month, black culture, you know. Hey, Juneteenth and all that bullshit, it don't fucking matter because we were doing shit greater than what we accomplished here in America, man. Hey, you Jakes cultivated the whole damn world, man. You know, you the one that taught the Egyptians, you know, through our ancient forefather Abraham, how to do math. You know, real science, man. That's right. You know, We did that, man. These other nations, they're base, man. They weren't bred to pretty much, you know, cultivate shit, man, because they're servants, man. You know? But you niggas, you have changed your gods into idols because the so-called white man has beaten you down so bad to where you believe that he is God and that his ways triumph the Most High's ways, man. That's right. You know?
I appreciate for it. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. And it's them is talking about the brother saying it's the heathen nations, man. For he is the former of all things. And just like the brother said, man, the world goes around because of Jacob, man. We the salt of the earth, as the scriptures say, man. Why this world is prospering in the way it's going? Because the Israelites, man. All the technology, all the inventions, the Israelites, man. All the Esau did and these heathen did was put the patent in and put it onto themselves. That's all they always did, man. We'll read it again. Jeremiah 10 and verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. And Israel, the rod of his inheritance, Yahweh host is his name, man. So the inheritance is going straight to Israel, man. Right. And that shows you in the scripture that the Lord has never dealt with none of these heathens, man.
Right. That's right. So you have to come back to that realization, man, because when you learn who you are as a people, all right, you get opened up to the possibility that, man, you really are the closest thing to God, man. You know? You are the sons of God, ultimately, man. So everything that you know you can possibly think of is obtainable if you put your trust in Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. But since you want to trust in these idols, man, that's why our people have been in a constant state of oppression, man. All right, you've been calling on Jesus Christ for fucking 500 years, man. You know, what the fuck has he done for you, man? All right, you still over here. All right, when we're in your deathbed, you calling on JC, you calling on Allah and all these other guys. These niggas ain't delivering. Y'all ass still go back to the spirit world. Why? Because that's not the Most High's name. All right? Yep. The Lord's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah, man. Those are the true names of the living power and his son, man.
That's right.
But you niggas weren't given those names only because the Lord don't love you, man. You know? The Lord does not care about you enough if he didn't give you his name, man. He does not love you if he still has you out here lost as hell, man. Thinking that the so-called white man is God, man. Thinking that the black woman is God. Thinking that this American system is going to go on forever. This is going to be the way of life. Being up under the foot of these people that's wicked in you, man. Yep. That's obviously wicked in you, man. Yep. When you were the ones that made the whole earth, man. But yeah, you see, man, our people aren't shit without the law, statute, commandments, man. All right? Because even though we are great on a low level, we haven't accomplished shit over here in America because the Lord, he turned his back to us, man. All right? Get there, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Yeah, we are the salt of the earth. We would give this whole world flavor, man. You know? Go ahead.
But if the salt have lost his savior, wherewith shall it be salted?
And we lost our savior pretty much when we turned away from the law, statute, commandments, man. Because like I say, Israel ain't nothing without the Lord, you know, his ways, man. All right? Because these law, statute, commandments were given unto us to have a standard that set us above the heathen, man. But when we wanted to go and learn the way of the heathen and be like them, that's when we fell as a people, man. All right? Because these heathen, and ultimately what Esau figured out is that we can keep these people in perpetual sin. The Most High is not going to deal with them, and we can have our way with them, man. Yep. You know? Go ahead.
It is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men.
Right. So without the law, statute, commandments, man, our people are pretty much good for nothing, which goes into the 2/3, man. Yep. That's why we're entering into the purging process where the Most High is getting rid of the undesirables, man. Yep. Because what good is an Israelite that doesn't want to worship the Most High? As I said, he's good for nothing but to be trodden underfoot. Now, how is he going to trod him underfoot? By sending his damn lapdog, which is Esau. Now, let me get that Psalms.
The book of Psalms, jump back. Psalms 17. Let's see. Psalms 17 and 13. 13, yep, Psalm 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Right, Esau is the sword of the Most High. So he's going to be the main killing instrument that he's going to use to get rid of you 2/3, man. Because you niggas want to stay rebellious and not turn back to the Lord, man. The Lord is going to use his pit bull to get rid of y'all, man. And he's been doing a mighty good job of doing that, man. Look how many of our people are jabbed up now, man. Yep. Look how many of our people, you know, openly run to him every time there is a crisis, man. Every time they're in constant need of something, who do they run to first? Instead of thinking well, I need to pray to God. No, they run to their God, which is Esau, man.
Yep.
To bless them with another God, which is their so-called money, which is funny money, man. This fiat currency, which by the way is failing, man.
That's right.
You know?
Con.
3:14.
Con. And grab Isaiah 10 and 5, Bible shop. Come on, read again. This is the book of Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Verse 14. From men which are thy hand.
Yeah, which men showing you that the Most High is using the people on this earth to bring judgment upon our people, man. To put the undesirables to death, man. And ultimately, he's even using him, you know, on us, man. Because, hey, Satan will hop this devil to get at us, man. You know? Which is all trying of our faith. You know, 2/3, they have no faith, man. Go ahead.
O Yahweh, from men of the world which have their portion in this life.
Which have their portion in this life. This is his kingdom right now, man.
Yep.
So of course he's gonna do what he wants to here, man. And of course he can do the same crime that you Jakes do and get off because this is his kingdom, man. All right. You Jakes try to live like Esau, and what happens, man? He throws the book at you, man. Puts you under the damn jail, man. Why? Because the prison industrial complex is another system that he uses to profit off of you dumbass Jakes, man. That's why he puts these people like these rappers and these other terrible influences in the forefront for our people to go after and be like, so that he can put you in jail, man. You know, so all these different things are ways that he has done to bring judgment upon you. But if you follow the ways of the Lord, if you applied the law, statute, commandments of the Lord, you wouldn't find yourself in these fucked up positions, man. You know?
Hey, before you continue on, the scriptures tell you not to envy not your oppressor, right?
Exactly.
And here's why, because the Lord put him in the position he's in. Real quick precept for you continue on. Psalm 73 and verse 3, it says, for I was envious at the foolish, speaking of Esau, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there, it says, are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men. That's how we know who Esau is.
Right.
Because, hey, in this lifetime, hey, Esau ain't in trouble as other men. Hey, the same thing you Jakes get pulled over and killed for. I've seen videos, brothers seen videos where Edomites get pulled over and the cops, hey, they ended up driving off while the cops are still speaking.
It's a
they
movie.
get shot or nothing.
It's a movie that I don't know the title of. I just seen the clip, but it was speaking on the modern day slave catchers, the police. You know, they pulled over these two Jakes in the car, man. And the Jake had a cell phone, you know, in his hand. And you had the Edomite cop, you know, it was two, the Jake cop and the Edomite cop, you know, holding his gun, you know, and the black cop seen it. He was like, you know, he pretty much got him off with a warning. They went to this other call. You had this Edomite with a knife, you know, pretty much coming at the cop, and the white cop pretty much was just he was cool about it. He didn't pull his gun out. He was just like, look, put the knife down, and he put the knife down, and let him go. And he was like, look, so a cell phone is more dangerous than a knife, you know. But let that be, like I said, Jake them been shot for less, man.
Yep.
You know, you get a book, cell phone, whatever.
Yep.
And they light your ass up. Why? Because hey, that's judgment from the Most High, and he's using Esau to do that, man.
That's right.
Let me read this real quick.
Yep.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 1. Be not envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them.
Yeah, don't be envious of these people, because as we're gonna go into, man. All right, Esau, his end is ultimately destruction. See, the thing what you learn in this truth is you gotta have foresight. You know, think long term, man. Because Jake always wants to look at short term, and short term, it looks like the wicked is winning, man. All right, you got Esau, the main one that's winning so-called right now, and then for these envious Jakes that you know want to escape the curses, they go and sell out to Esau to try to live a luxurious life, try to escape the curses, and they still get fucked up in the end. Ultimately, why? Because when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna be brought right back down to that state you tried to run from, and you're gonna be judged for that, man. You know. So ultimately, man, you shouldn't envy the wicked. Why? Because his end is not just, man. All right, his end is destruction.
God, hey, you said foresight. I got a precept backing you up. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. And you look that word prudent man, it means a man of understanding, a man of wisdom, man. And he said a prudent man foreseeth the evil. Like the brother said, man, hey, a prophet, we see forth. Our main focus is seeing the bigger picture, man. We see past this place.
We look long term.
We look long term, man. That's a man of understanding, man. But these people, man, they look short term. They have the mind of a woman, man.
Yeah, because Esau has created a microwave society where hey, everybody wants instant gratification, man. All right, the Lord is teaching us on how to, you know, look for delayed gratification, man. You know, which ultimately the ultimate form of delayed gratification is us enduring suffering to get the kingdom of heaven. All right, So all this that we're going through, all this hell that we're catching, all this affliction that we're catching from Esau, man, is ultimately to prepare us for rulership when we get the kingdom of heaven, man. And we're gonna really understand on the full scale of wickedness and how not to tolerate it, man. We're gonna have a zero tolerance for wickedness in the kingdom of heaven, man. We see you go off, you get judged on the spot, man. Right. Ain't no emotions gonna be involved in it, none of that. It's just gonna be executing judgment, man. Go ahead.
Proverbs 27:12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, the simple pass on and punish. That's you niggas, man. Because you think that you want to live like Esau, so I'm gonna do like Esau. And what happens to you, man? You get put in these messed up situations. You might get thrown in jail. You might get shot. You know, whatever the situation, man. But it's all judgment from the Lord, all because you didn't seek Him, man. You know.
Yep. And it also further, you got some more?
I just jumped back.
It also further shows that, hey, our people being under this judgment is because we still in slavery.
Yeah.
Right. The children of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are still in slavery underneath Esau. That's why you're not supposed to envy him. Because, hey, the Lord set us up to serve out slavery. This is punishment. We're not here to prosper. We're not here, to be the highest of the high and all of that. The Lord didn't set us up for that. He set us up to come back to finish out the rest of our sentence, which is the judgment He sent forth for the wickedness that the children of Israel did. And then to do what? To come back to Him.
Right.
So that's the real reason why we're here. That's why it tells you in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, to fear the Lord and keep His commandments.
Right.
That's the whole duty of man.
Right.
It's not to do all these, not to be all these other things, to be immersed in this world. The Lord said, "Love not the world." It's to come back to serving Yahweh.
Because when you see how this world operates, and for you to be successful, you see that the more successful that you become, the further away you must get away from God, man.
Yep.
You know. So hey, a wise man will look at that and be like, "Yo, something's wrong with that, man."
Yep.
You know. I'm gonna just stick to the Lord. We win it on the low, and the Lord's gonna magnify that soon come. But you just gotta take the low right now, man. Because you envying Esau, you trusting in Esau, man. He's lowering our people into the trap, man. Because if you see how and you got it says that Esau's a cunning hunter, right? If you see how these Edomites hunt, you see how they set the trap up. They put the bait there, and then when the animal comes to get that bait, what happens? That trap snaps on them, and they become food, man.
Yep.
So that's how Esau is preparing you, Jakes, man.
Yeah, Esau's very precise on his hunting skills, man. He's on point. He has mastered to the perfection, man. And what more so us on the right hand side.
Right, we're praying right now, man.
That's right.
Finish that out.
Okay. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 14. From men, I'm gonna start at verse 13 again. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasure. They are full of children, and leave their rest of their substance to their babes.
Right. So Esau profits off of you Jake's misfortune, man. So they love it when you want to chase them and be like them, man, because they understand that that's how they profit. That's how they're able to benefit off of us, man. Who are the biggest consumers in America, man? It's you Jakes, but more particularly, it's you Jake women.
Yep.
Because the Israelite woman she's all for Esau's system, man. But and by the product of that, since Esau has propped the woman up as being the head of the household now, these Jakes falling behind. So in the pursuit of the box, they go and submit to Esau and his ways, man. So it's all a trap, like I said, to get you Jakes to ultimately sin against the Most High, so that you can be destroyed alongside him, man.
And it's once again it's a trap because our people are in slavery. Now it said it talked about the hidden treasure. That's speaking of the children of Israel.
Right.
You are that hidden treasure. You are that hidden treasure that Esau has captive. You see? You got a precept?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read that.
Psalm 37 and verse 32. The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
Yeah, the wicked watches the that's why they have a constant eye over you. That's why they made things like Facebook and these different internet algorithms to pretty much study you, see what you like.
Study your habits.
Study your habits, man. And that's why you constantly when you trying to be in your alone time trying to study and shit, you constantly bombarded with different things that pique your lust, man. See, can I get him away from what he's doing to go and do whatever. That's why there's so many social media apps, man. Hey, watch that documentary on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, man. They show you how these damn devils keep tabs on you, man, to keep you
right.
keep you on your damn phone, to keep you distracted with all the bullshit going on in this place, man. You know?
Right. Verse 33, the Lord Yahweh will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged.
Right, that's talking about the elect, man, because the Lord has awoken us out of the matrix, man. So we're no longer, you know, spiritually in his hand. We're still here physically, but still come. He's going to live right in us physically as well, man. So, hey, this trap, ultimately, is the keep and snare you 2/3, man. Because, hey, the elect, as the scriptures tell you, let me get 2 Corinthians 2:11 real quick. Because we're not fooled by the bullshit Esau has out here to try to get you people continue to stay lost, man.
I got a real quick one. Our brothers looking for that. What you going in? Everything you saying. This is the book of First James. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away on his own lust and enticed. When he lusts, he have conceived and to bring forth sin, and sin is finished, bringing forth death. So anytime you're trying to get away from the temptation of this world, man, that's when that sin comes, man. That's when the temptation of this world tries to entice you to go off, man. That's why you gotta stay in tune with the word, man, because the word keeps you supping with your how about Shemal Shah, man. When you start getting involved with the ways of the world, that's when you start to go to hell off, man. That's when you start hanging around people that you don't need to be hanging around, man, because they fully indulge with the ways of this world, man.
Right, and I forgot where it's at. I think it's Isaiah, but it's when it tells you that, you know, when you pretty much turn to righteousness, man, you become a prey, man.
Yep.
You know, and so Esau has all these different avenues to pretty much target the ones that seeking righteousness to pretty much make you to go back to sin, man. You're vilified here if you wanna live a righteous life, man. All right, people look at you crazy. Oh, you read the Bible. You follow the ways of the Bible, man. What's wrong with you? That's lame. That's old shit, man. We in modern times, but we gotta do the things that's going on. What's hot now, man? And the things that's hot now is wickedness, man. As I say, ultimately it all leads to death, man.
Yep.
So we see the trap that Esau has laid for our people, and the Lord has given us the tools to be able to evade around that, man. We get that.
2 Corinthians 2:11, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we're not ignorant of his devices because we understand the bigger picture of what he's trying to do, especially to us, man. Because this new world order is ultimately his way of setting up a kingdom that he's going to pretty much sit as God with, man. And you Jakes don't have a part in that, man. That's why he's pushing this whole vaccine campaign to jab up all the so-called Negro and Latino Native Americans that you are the most at risk to getting the virus, man. That you are the main ones that need to get the jab first, man. And you see all these people that's dying from this, all these people becoming magnets and off of this damn jab, man. If you can't see what this nigga is doing, let's be honest for a second, man. Let's have some common sense, which we know ain't common no more. But Esau has all this shit going on with the World Health Organization, right? How the pharmaceutical industry is a big booming business like it is. Now, anything you gotta look at anything that he offers you for free, you gotta question it. So this nigga makes you pay all this money for all this medicine, but he all of a sudden gonna make this damn vaccine in a matter of not even a whole year, and he's gonna just give it out to you for free, and then he's pushing it so bad to where if you get it, he has all these incentives for you. You can get free food, you can get into the lottery to get millions of dollars and all this shit. You gotta think, man, something's wrong. Something's up with this shit, man.
Hey, real quick, if y'all brothers didn't know, hey, they went up on insulin. Like if you got diabetes, insulin went up. Cancer, I forget what it's called, but the chemotherapy went up because my grandfather personally suffered for that. The price of that went up. You know what I'm saying? All these things like high blood pressure medication, all these medications went up during COVID. They were saying, oh, it's a shortage, it's this, that, and the third. But here it is, they're gonna give you the jab for free, but the price of everything else went up.
Right.
Come on, man. Hey, it's common sense, like the brother said.
You gotta question things like that, man. You know?
Okay, what our people about to see is that, and everything that's being explained with just a few precepts, what our people about to see is that they are in slavery.
Yeah.
I keep making that point. Everything that's being mentioned shows forth. They're gonna truly see that as we continue hyperinflation come, so on and so forth. You're gonna see, and these stimulus checks, you know, they can't give them out forever. You're going to see that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, hey, Esau got the whole world, you know, in subjection.
Right.
But you're going to see that you the lowest of the low and that you are the slaves.
And when you watch these damn puppets speak, man, you got to learn how to pick up on cold words, man. You got to read through the lines of what they're saying, because with Trump, man, when the first lockdown first happened, who did he say was going to be the main ones affected by that? Was you Jakes, man? Right. Then when the virus hit, who was they saying the main ones that was getting it was Edomites, right? You had Jake out here bragging, oh, black people can't get COVID or C-19 and all that. Then what happened? Yep. Now you became the face. Yep. So you see the smear campaign that this devil is doing, and he's zeroed in on who his target is, man. Yep. You know?
No. Moab had COVID first.
Well, yeah. Moab did it with Esau.
Yeah. Should have been Esau when the focus came here. And didn't even do a campaign on Moab. Right. That's how that was bullshit.
Yeah, what happened to the Chinese flu, like Trump said? Man? Yeah. The Kung flu, you know?
Yeah, he didn't do no campaign with no ads or nothing. Hey, you Asian Americans, you the most ones that's getting this shit. Right. Come down to your local CVS and he ain't none of that shit.
Yeah, man. You don't see Jet Li on no commercial.
No, not doing it. You don't see none of. You don't see Bruce. None of them. You don't see none of them just getting jabbed up, man.
Hey, you Goose got beat up for about a week and then it went to Jake, man.
Yeah.
Hey, before you bring that, give me Nahum 3:1. Yep. Because ultimately our people are the lowest of the low. They are truly the slaves. Mm-hmm. And Esau got you in derision to continue forth his system, to continue forth his commerce, capitalism, his trickle-down economics. Esau want to keep this bullshit system going because as long as he can do that, then in his mind he's stalling the kingdom off.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it comes back to the birthright. And that's why you are in derision and you are in slavery to this day. Yep. It tells you that in Baruch, that our people, unto this day, they're subject to payments. Yep. Meaning that you are a slave. Give me that Nahum 3:1.
Nahum 3:1.
Yep.
Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to the bloody city. Now this is speaking of, making mention of ancient Nineveh, right? Yep. Which is in present day Iraq. But this can be applied to today. Read it one more time. Go ahead.
Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to the bloody city. Destruction to the bloody city. America's that bloody city.
It is full of lies and robbery.
Because it's full of lies and robbery. Somebody hold me real quick. Hold me real quick. Hosea 4:1. It's full of lies and robbery. Keep going.
It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not.
The prey. You Israelites. You are the slaves, right? The prey. The prey departeth not. Everything that's being spoken of is speaking of how our people are still in slavery, right? They're still underneath the foot. Esau still got his knee on your neck, no pun intended, right? Yeah. Esau still got you in derision, right? Matter of fact, give me that Jeremiah real quick.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14.
Yep.
Is if Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Uh-huh.
Why is he spoiled?
Why are people destroyed? What's the reason? Is he a homeborn slave? Because that's the mentality. You can't see, our people don't see themselves as kings and princesses. They don't have that mentality. They have the mentality that they are nothing. You see, that they niggas. That's why they act as such. As a man thinketh, so is he.
That's right.
So our people, the reason why they act the way they do, and the reason why they're in the spirit that they're in, because, hey, they're underneath Esau. Esau is pushing that energy. Esau taught you how to be a nigga.
Yeah.
You see?
And through generations of that being drilled into our people, man, that's in their spirit now, that they're nothing more than a slave, man. Mm-hmm. You're bred into this world having a slave-like mentality. Mm-hmm. Go to school. Then when you get out of school, go find a good paying, no, matter of fact, go to college, get into all this debt, then go find a job, get you a family and all that shit. But none of that is ultimately going to benefit you at the end of the day, because it's all formed to keep you, keep the machine running, man.
Hey, King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, vanity, vanity, all is vanity.
Right.
He said everything in this world is vain.
Right.
See, that was the Messiah speaking right there.
Yep.
He said all this is vain. And why was that? Because the ancient prophets, the seers before, had the foresight to see what was going to be going on now.
Exactly.
You see, that's why all the prophets said, woe is me. Who going to deliver me those days? Or you going to go and stand in your lot at the end of days. The different prophets were told that. Yep. Job was told that he will see a redeemer in the last days. Yep. So on and so forth. The prophets had the foresight through the Spirit of the Lord to be able to see the times that we're in now. Yep. You see?
Which goes back to what I said earlier. You gotta develop the ability to look long term, man.
Yep.
All right, because you thinking short term, that's what's going to get you destroyed. That's why we said earlier, man. All right, Jake has been so beat down to where, especially with this pandemic, that they want to go back to normal so bad that, hey, they're not looking at the long term effects of getting that jab, which got fucking nanoparticles in it. They say, but they don't even know what the long term effect of that's going to be on the people, man. So they're running to their death and they don't even know it, man.
And it's funny you say that, because the scriptures say our people are led as a flock to the slaughter.
Exactly.
And they're not considering, the scriptures say Esau is not considering the latter end. Our people are not considering the latter end either, because they follow Esau. Because they believe that these stimulus checks, that all these government programs are gonna go on forever. What's gonna be your plan when the economy crashes? What's gonna be your plan when they cut off all the money and say they ain't got no more?
Because speaking on that, so we talking about that. Let's go into that, man. Because dealing with this stimulus check and the economy, they don't look at the effects that all this free money is doing to the economy, man.
Yep.
Because they're pumping all this fake ass money into the economy to what? To crash it, man.
Yep.
What's that scripture about the fish gate?
Zephaniah.
Yeah, Zephaniah.
Yeah, get that.
That's a great.
10.
You know, because that ultimately this is what their plan is, man. You know, to crash this shit, man. Because the dollar ain't worth shit no more, man. These nations, they're not dealing with the petrodollar no more, man. You know, they're all forming unions together to pretty much figure out a way to undercut America today, because they're ready for this place to go, man.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, say Yahweh, that there shall be a noise. I'm gonna read it back. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, say Yahweh, that there shall be a noise and a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Right, that's going into the economy, man. Esau's pumping all this shit into the economy, this bubble, man, eventually this bubble is gonna burst, man, because if you can't see already, we're in a depression, man.
Yep.
All right? So with them doing all this, like the brother Sakala said earlier, man, we're entering into hyperinflation, man.
Yep.
We're entering into these shortages, man.
Yep.
And when there's a shortage, what happens, man? The cost of things go up, man. You know, that's what the hyperinflation inflation is causing, man. So you go in your average everyday thing that you're normally buying for cheap, it's going up slowly, man. The gas, the food, all this shit, man. Brother mentioned these different medicines, man, because they're ultimately, you know, they're about to kill this shit, man. You know.
If I could just add to you real quick, what it is it's called the let me look at my notes real quick. It's called the market cap to GDP ratio.
Yep.
That right now is up almost 200%, man. It's at, last time I checked, it was at 193%, almost 200%, which means that the stocks are highly, almost 200% overvalued, man. That's an estimate. That's not the real number. It's estimated to be $200% overvalued. And with that being overvalued, meaning what? Meaning Esau gonna either have to meaning this devil, he either gonna have to keep pumping in money, which is he gonna either have to stop pumping in money, which would value out the interest rates, which would crash the stock market, or he gonna have to keep pumping in money and then pray for the best. And the best is still gonna end up with the stock market and overinflation. But it's just holding it off.
And what's gonna be the byproduct of them continue to do that? Eventually, to even things back out, what's gonna have to happen? He gonna have to declare war on somebody, man. Which is ultimately what's gonna happen with Russia. That's why they're doing all these proxy wars and shit, man, because it's all economic game, man. It's a big ass game of Monopoly, man.
Read that Zephaniah again.
This is the book, and hold that James Paul. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass in that day, say Yahweh, that there should be a noise and a cry from the fish gate and a howling from the second.
Yeah, noise and a cry from the fish gate. Let's get into the stock market, the S&P 500.
Yep.
You know, the futures market.
Yep.
You know, NASDAQ. You know, Dow Jones Industrial. So hey, it's gonna be a howl from the cry of the fish gate, right?
Yeah, and they said from the second, because it's gonna be another, because
it's gonna be a second great crash.
It's gonna be a second great depression.
Keep reading.
And it said a great crashing from the hills.
Then who are the hills? Give me Psalm 2. We'll start at 1. It said a crashing from the hills. Now we know the hills are symbolic to the different governments. You know, the smaller governments, the mountains and the hills. So, matter of fact, keep reading.
Verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Meshach from the merchant of people are cut down, all that bear silver are cut off.
Yeah, hey, so all these people that
back test
that participate in Esau's system of government going through international trade, hey, they're gonna be howling. Meaning they're gonna be in a state of confusion and vexation when this system falls. Give me that Psalm 2 start.
Right, because if you watch these different economies or economists, they all telling you the same thing. To pretty much, hey, take your money out, invest in gold and silver and these different things, man. That's why ultimately you seen everybody starting to go into Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all these different digital currencies, because once again, that's a snare to get you ready for the MOB, man. You know, so because the dollar's done. Everybody can see the dollar's done, man. Now they're trying to transition over to the digital money, which ultimately is going to lead to the market of beast, man.
Yep, that's right. So let's go on into the falling of the system. Go ahead.
It's the Psalms 2:1.
Yep.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Because the nations believe, as they're seeing the fall of Babylon, the epic collapse of Babylon, which is America, they believe in their vain ass mind, you see, that they're going to be the next nation. Speaking of China, Russia, these other nations, they're jockeying for position to become the next top dog. Read it one more time.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
It's a vain thing to believe that you're going to rule again. Because we know 2 Ezra 6 and 9 tells us Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning.
Right.
It's our time. We got next. Keep going.
Right.
And the kings of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together
Yep.
against the Lord and against his anointed.
Because truly, in these G20 summits, you know, and all these big time councils and these secret councils, and everything they're doing is to once again try to hold off the children of Israel, so that they can continue on with their system of government, with their way of living, so that our government underneath Yahweh Shai won't be established.
And that's why they keep pushing for our people to stay in perpetual sin. But it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's why the government of Israel is rising up. Amos 9:11, man. Because the Lord is preparing that governing body, which is the house of David, man, to pretty much get ready for this regime change, man. That's why it tells you, real quick. You want something?
Yeah. Hold on one second. No, we don't. Hold on one second. Keep reading.
Con. Saying, let us break the bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Yep.
He sitteth in the heavens, he shall laugh.
He that sitteth in the heavens, the Most High, is laughing.
Con. He said, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Yep.
The Lord shall have them in derision.
And the Lord got them in derision. So the Most High is sitting in the heaven laughing. And the reason why the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is sitting in the heaven laughing is because he set everything up and ordained to be the way that it is. Right. The scriptures tell you in the 4th chapter of Daniel that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. And he setteth up over it the basis of men. Yep. You see? So the Most High is ruling. So he's sitting in the heavens laughing at Esau and the nations, thinking that they're going to offset prophecy, thinking that they're going to be able to get themselves in there and find a way to outmaneuver the Most High.
Right, because these different nations is jockeying for that rulership, man. Because hey, China thinks that when they take America out, they're gonna have next. Russia thinks they're gonna have next. Ultimately, like you said earlier, the Most High has to set up to where Israel, we got next, man.
That's right. Matter of fact, give me that Ecclesiastes 12. We're gonna eat up the fact that hey, the economy is crashing. And these heathen think that they're going to have another part in the world to come, which is the rulership, the age, which is the rulership to come. Give me that from the top.
God, it's Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Yep.
Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
Yeah, because truly, if this was, if our people was righteous and they had turned back to the Most High before, we would have been learning this since we was babies. Yep. But now through Yahweh Shai, we are those little children, which we are those newborn babies coming back. So as we learn this truth, right, we're supposed to remember this from the days of our youth. Go ahead.
While the evil days come not,
before the time of Jacob's trouble and the missiles come,
nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yep, keep going.
While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Yep, that's going to be the time when the missiles drop. Go ahead. Yep.
Nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yep, go ahead.
In the day of the keepers of the house shall tremble.
So the keepers of the house going back once again, going into the economists, the people that the American government, all the different nations, governments and their stock markets, the keepers of the house are starting to tremble. Go ahead.
And the strong men shall bow themselves.
And the strong men shall bow themselves. The literal strong men and the men that are in positions of rulership and authority. Yep. And the scriptures, you know, when you read the scriptures, at different times it talks about the mighty men, how they gonna weep bitterly. Yep. And you go into that word mighty, and in most cases it goes into those of great wealth and influence. Yep. Yeah. So the mighty men are about to weep bitterly. Why? Because what are the mighty men gonna do when there's civil unrest out here? Right. You see? What is your goal in civil gonna profit you when the scripture says you're gonna be throwing it in the streets? What the hell? What the hell is this money gonna profit you when it don't have no value no more? Exactly. You see? When you're looking for something to eat. So the mighty men, the people that have power on this earth now, and they about to weep bitterly. You got any more?
Okay. And the grinders cease because there are few.
And the grinder, hey, you Jakes that got any jobs, just give it a little more time. You're gonna see more and more people not working. It ain't gonna be 7%, 8%, 10% or whatever of people unemployed. The number's gonna be staggering because grinding is gonna cease,
which is really higher than that.
Right. Yep. But even speaking on that though, that's why another reason why this economy is crashing, man. Because with them giving out this unemployment like they're doing, man, nobody wants to work anymore, man. Because people are realizing that You know, I can sit at home and still receive money like, you know, just as much money as these people that's working. So why the hell would I work? You know, then I'm getting stimulus checks. I'm getting, you know, all this other free money. I might as well just sit at home and just chill, which is killing the economy because now these businesses don't got nobody to work. And therefore, these small businesses are closing, man. You know? The PPP loans, that shit failed because niggas are scamming off of that shit, which is taken away from them, you know? So, hey, these economists is seeing that this place is done, man, you know?
Yep.
And I'm going to read down to 4.
Yep.
And they look out of the windows be darkened.
And when they look out the windows, when the prospect of Babylon is darkened, you know, and showing you, the people going to see that, oh, this place is really falling, as it says in Revelation 18. Babylon is falling.
Hey, just pan the camera around real quick.
Yep.
This is a prelude of what you're about to see
It's a
all
ghost
over
town.
America, man.
It's a ghost town out here.
Hey, this whole area where we camp at, man, used to be booming. All these different businesses, man. Look all these things that's closed, man.
Especially this place where the cameras at Firewater. This was one of the most populous places here in the University City area.
That's right.
People used to be flooded over here. They used to be all outside of here. Now that shit shut down. Right behind it, where we at? Right here.
This whole strip.
This was Moab's joint over here.
This
And
whole
we
back
watched
area is
Moab. We watched Moab shut down shop.
Yep.
Hey, we was outside.
We watched
camping
both of them.
when they was taking out
Moab
both of
and
them.
Elam
Yeah.
shut down shop.
You know?
You see?
So this is showing you what's gonna happen in the long term, man. To
Right.
this place, man.
So once again, we not just guesstimating them, and you know, this is the words of the Most High, who you call God.
Right.
These are words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Because see, Jake don't want to hear shit like this because they want to know when, what date, at what time is this gonna happen, man. We can't give you that answer, but we can tell you, but it's coming.
Yep.
So prepare for it, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right. A little bit more.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets.
Yep. The doors are gonna be shut in the streets. We're seeing that. What the priest was just showing us. What we just panned around and saw. The doors are being shut in the streets.
Yep.
And people are losing their jobs. And a lot of people since COVID have not been getting these jobs back. Go ahead.
When the sound of the grinding is low,
When the sound of working is low.
and he shall rise up the voice of the bird,
Uh-huh.
and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Hey, you Israelites, the daughters of music, and you're gonna be brought the lowest. Because once again, you are the ones that's in slavery.
Yep.
You are the ones in captivity. You the prey that haven't departed.
Yep.
So what the hell you think gonna happen when all go to hell?
Yep.
What position you think you're gonna be in when all goes to shits? Excuse my French. You're gonna be in the lowest position. You're gonna be the worst off. You see what I'm saying? Give me that real quick.
Con, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14.
Yep.
Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
See, it's a perverse spirit in this place. That's why the Most High gonna destroy Babylon the Great. Because this place is perverse, it's wicked, it's
weird.
backward. You see, it's weird.
It's backwards.
You see, it's gay, it's queer, it's all those things. This place is funny.
Babylon
it's
the
weird.
Great. That's what I said. Babylon the Great, man. The great land of confusion, man.
Yep. No, but we in the midst of great confusion here. Beautiful point.
Con, this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14.
Yep.
Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof,
Yep.
and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
So New Egypt, Babylon, America, hey, it's an error. You know, meaning it's contrary to what's right. But they say, in God we trust. They make you put your hand on the Bible and swear on the Bible, you know, when you go to court. But this devil don't keep not one law from the words of the Most High.
And that's why I go back and said earlier, when you think about things that Esau says, you got to do critical analyzing on what he's saying, man.
Yep.
When they say in God we trust, on what God are they talking about,
Right.
man? All right, because the God of this world is Satan, man.
Yep.
You know, so everything that they do, it all equates back to Satanism, man.
Yep. Their God is guns, oil, and drugs.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Going to the church.
Yeah.
Hey, the church, that's the front they use to
That
push
is.
Satanism, man.
It is.
You know?
Yep.
Because the God of the Bible is not pushed there.
Nope.
Hey, the God they worship in church is the sun god, which
Yep.
goes back to Satan, man.
That's right.
You know? It's an
100%.
idol.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 19 and 14.
Yep.
Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
And it ain't hard to tell.
Nah.
It ain't hard to tell when you got transgenders out here working and serving people. They getting jobs. The people in the alphabet community, the nasty people, you know, the vomit people, they get more rights than you do. That's showing you this fucking place is perverse. Go ahead.
And reverse, let me read it again. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof,
Yep.
and have caused Egypt to err
This place is in error.
every work thereof, as a drunken man stagger in his own vomit.
And that's why you see the people are staggered in their vomit because, hey, as the king, so are the people.
Yep.
So Esau is no more profane person as Esau, the scriptures say. That's why you see the people are finished out here. They're through. Ain't nothing you can do for these people. Keep going.
God, verse 15.
Yep.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt.
And see, that's the point. The Most High is making an emphasis. Ain't gonna be no work found in this place. You see? He about to shut down shop. There used to be that song, The Rough Riders.
Yep.
Stop,
Yeah.
drop, shut them down, open up shop. Well, he about to shut down shop in this motherfucker. Hey, the Most High, hey, Yahweh should be outside. It's about to bring great judgment to Babylon the Great. Hey, he gonna bring great judgment to the land of confusion. You gonna see some real confusion, you know? Hey, when the Most High start shutting this shit down, then what you gonna do? You got any more?
Right.
Verse 15.
Speaking on that, that's what's gonna bring out the true inner nature of you people, man.
Yep.
Because when you ain't got no resources, when you ain't got no true answers to how you gonna get by your day to day, man, all right, it's gonna become a dog eat dog world, man, where shit is just, hey, you gonna see the true animalistic instinct come out of these people, man, and show you how these people out here are truly beasts, man. When the Most High referred to these people as brute beasts, you know, you gonna see that nature come out, man.
Yep.
Because these niggas have no type of standard, they have no morality. So if these niggas is doing all this shit to get by right now, these niggas they kill their own parents, you know, kill their people for money. Imagine how it's gonna be whenever they doing this shit for resources, man. Cannibalism, you know, all that shit's gonna be come back, and you gonna and ain't gonna be thinking about, you know, oh, I feel bad, cause no, it's gonna be, yo, what I gotta do what I gotta do to provide for my family, man, you know.
Hey, bring that precept.
Show how this place gonna be when it's shut down.
It's the 2nd Ezra 6:22.
Yep.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Just like the priest said, man, all these places that you go to, your daily supermarkets is gonna be shut down, man. Your gas stations, your job, everything in America is gonna be shut down. The scriptures say the doors should be shut in Egypt.
And
man.
you see that now,
Yep.
man. All Esau got to do is put some type of scare tactic into the news, and you people jump, man.
Yep.
They said it was a gas shortage. Look how you dumbass niggas was all lined up down all the way down the street
Yep.
for gas, man.
Yep.
They tell you it's something as simple as, oh, it's gonna be a snowstorm. Niggas go in the store, buy up all the bread, milk, and water, man.
Yep.
You know. So I go to show you, man, how stupid y'all get when Esau tells you some type of scares coming, man.
Yep.
You know. So when this shit really go, you gonna bug the hell out, man.
Yep.
And it's gonna show that only the men of the Lord are gonna be taken care of in that day, man.
Yep.
Keep reading on that.
And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth,
God, that trumpet is the men of the Lord. Like it says in Isaiah 58:1, man, lift up thy voice as a trumpet, man, and spare none. This is the men of the Lord. We're warning our people right now, man. In the midst of all the elements, we out here telling Jay that the Most High is about to destroy this place.
Right.
Keep going.
and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid.
Kind of keep going.
And at the time shall friends fight one against another.
Just like the priest said, man, you niggas gonna be out here fighting for that last piece of bread, man. You gonna be out here fighting for the last can of damn beans, man. You ain't gonna give a damn about your damn friend, man. Your bestie ain't gonna be your bestie in that day. Keep going.
Like the enemies of the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. And the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
God, so all your so-called resources, your things that you rely on, is gonna be cut off, man. Like priest said, all your so-called your jobs, the water, the economy, everything we've been going into is gonna be cut off. It's gonna be shut down, man.
Right.
It's gonna crash in the blink of an eye, man.
Precept. Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel.
Oh man, you 30 and 12, you might as well start at 1, brother.
I'm gonna go back to that.
Yeah, get to the point, come.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel,
Yep.
because ye despise his words and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. And
God,
that's-
it's gonna come as a flood, man.
Yeah.
All these calamities is coming. It's gonna hit you like a flood. It's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks, man. All at once, man.
Right, because you see, you use the levee down in New Orleans as an example, man. All right, when that water was hitting that levee, man, it swelled up to a point to where that dam just had to bust open, man, because it couldn't contain it anymore, man. So that's the same thing that's going to happen when all these plagues hit, man. Because this economy is one false flag away from breaking down, man. All right? So we see that the writing's on the wall for this place, so that's why we keep telling you people to repent, man. But as I said, man, because you niggas refuse to hearken to the words of the Lord, all right? All these things that we're warning you about is going to hit you out of instant, man. All right? The economy going to crash. Then, hey, martial law is going to happen. Then, da-da-da-da. All these policies we keep warning you about, it's all going to hit you at once. You ain't going to know what the hell to do, all because you didn't want to listen to the men of the Lord, man. When the prophets out here, I forgot the scripture where it's at, but hey, the prophets of the Lord, man, you should listen to what they say and see if it's gonna come to pass, man. You know?
Precept.
You got it?
Pertaining to what you're talking about. Second Esdras 9 and 15. I have said before and now do speak, and will speak in hereafter, that there be many more of them that which perish than of them which shall be saved.
Right, it's gonna be a lot of jakes out here dying more than be getting delivered, man. Because a lot of, the good majority of our people, they hate the Most High, man. As it tells you in Zechariah 13 and 8, man, the two-thirds make up 66.6% of the nation of Israel. Now think about that, where it says that the scripture tell you that Israel is at the sand of the sea. So it is billions upon billions of Israelites in this world. It says more of them's gonna die than be delivered, man. So you gotta put that in perspective and think, well, if that's the case, what do I need to do to make sure I'm not one of the people that's gonna die, man? You know? Jake, don't think about stuff like that, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Like as a wave is greater than a drop.
Hey, this personifies what I just said. Man. What is a drop of water to a whole wave? Think of a tidal wave. What is one drop to a tidal wave, man?
A wave could take this whole damn area out, man. Big ass wave from
Tsunami?
the tsunami, take this whole area out, man. And like it says, as a drop, people won't even know that a drop of rain fell from the sky. That represents the remnant, man.
So you got all them niggas that's gonna die. Go up a little bit. What's that? 21.
Verse 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Right. The Lord kept a remnant, so He's not gonna do away with all of Israel, man. Go ahead.
Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant.
Now let's think about that. The Lord said, "Let the multitude perish that was born in vain." So what's that mean? That 2/3 of the nation of Israel, your life is insignificant to the Lord, man. That means that you were put here for the sole purpose of the Lord destroying you. You know, think about that. Your whole purpose being on this earth, you were 2/3 was the born to die.
Yep.
You got that Biggie Tupac song, you know, that living to die or
born to live
something like that. But I forget the exact lyrics, but that's 2/3 they lot, man. Yep. They was born to die, man. Yep. We hope that we don't fall in that lot, you know. The scripture said what? There's gonna be some of us that's not gonna taste that, man. Yep. You know? So you should labor for that. Because even in the elect situation, man, the ones that, you know, have to die for the sake of the Lord, you didn't really die, man, because you're gonna be rewarded with that new body the moment that your spirit leaves this flesh, man. So you ain't really lose, man. The scripture tell you, Romans 8 and 1, that there's no combination in your house. So if you got your trust in the Lord, you can't lose, no matter what, you know?
For with great labor have I made it perfect.
Yeah, with great labor, through these trials and tribulations that we go through in this captivity, through us having to go through being under Esau's foot, man, all right? He made us great. He's purging us now so that we don't have to go through that fire that the rest of the world going to have to go through, man, you know? We're going to feel it, but we're not going to feel it to the extent that these other nations are going to go through it. Like Apostle Gabar, he said a long time ago, man, a lot of these plagues, all these plagues, man, they're for the wicked, man. That's right. All right? The Lord didn't put, you know, the mark of the beast, the guillotines and all this shit for judgment for the elect, man. All right? All these forms of the sword, matter of fact, one more. Jeremiah 15. Let me get that real quick. I'll let you get it, bro. Because all these different things the Lord has set for this world, that's not for the elect. It said through, read the last part again.
For with great labor have I made it perfect.
Yeah, through great labor, man, the Lord made the elect perfect, man. But for 2/3, man, this is what He has set for you. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 15
and 1.
Jeremiah 15 and 1. Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Is that what you want?
Come on, the different forms of judgment. That's 15. Keep going.
And it shall come to pass, if thou say unto me, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thou said Yahweh power, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword.
Right. So when all hell starts breaking loose, man, as you see, we barely got anybody out here really listen to us like that. But when all hell starts to break loose, when people can see the things that we're saying are starting to come true, hey, it's going to be hella people out here trying to get answers. And what we going to tell them? Read that over.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass,
And it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
Yeah, what we gonna do? What shall we do? Go ahead.
Then thou shalt tell them,
We gonna tell y'all.
thus said Yahweh power, such as are for death to death, and such as are the sword to the sword, and such as are the famine to the famine, and such as are the captivity to the captivity.
Hey, so hey, yo, only thing we're gonna tell you is to get ready for the judgment the Lord's about to give your ass, man. Because you didn't want to hearken to the Lord while he had time. We brought out earlier Ecclesiastes 12:1 to seek the Lord while he may be found. So when the doors of mercy were open, you didn't want to. You didn't want to get right. You didn't want to repent. So when our hell's breaking loose and them doors are shut, that's it for you. So hey, in that time, you're gonna ask for answers. We're just gonna tell you, hey, go your way, man. We warned you. Now that the shit's here, hey, the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. Deal with that. Let that simmer in your spirit, man.
Verse 3 is the point. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said Yahweh Bashim Shai. Let's talk about them. The sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
Complete death, the judgment. That's what's going to befall all you wicked ass niggas, man.
All right, give me Amos 5:18. We're gonna eat off that for a second. Give me Amos 5:18 first before you bring that, bro. Yep. Give me Amos 5:18. Because at that time, the scripture's telling us, it's showing explicitly that at that time, hey, what's going the spirit, the prophet's gonna be in is an austere spirit like Yahweh Shah was. Yeah. Which is you go figure it out for yourself. So some people don't want to listen. You go do it your way. You don't want to listen to what the men of the Lord are telling you. You know, coming straight out the Bible. Well, figure it out your way. And once again, the question always is being said during the time of Jacob's trouble, which the Bible speaks of, which when the economy is going to collapse, you know, when it's going to be civil unrest in the streets. What's going to be your plan? Who are you going to call on in that day? That's right. So this is the time to get right, to prepare. As you see the brothers that's out here, you know, prepare, get ready for what? Get ready for the time that the Lord promised that was coming to the earth.
Right. Because, hey, we warned you. How about Shemal Shah about to bring this?
Yep.
But you wanted to still do your thing, man. Well, I got time. You don't got time, man. If you can't already tell, because the Lord is bringing judgment upon this place, man. Look how much death has entered into this world, especially in these last recent years, man. You know, look at all the chariot sightings I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson, man. All right, we ain't got much time left, man. Repent while you're still able to, man. Because once them doors are shut, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
That's right. Hey, here it is. Here it is in Scripture.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18.
Yep.
Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord.
Destruction unto our people who refuse to hear the words of the prophets.
To what end is it for you?
And what end is it going to be for you? What is the coming of Yahweh Shai going to be for all you niggas that refuse to serve him, that refuse to come back into this wise counsel? Because think about it this way. When it says woe unto you, and that's going to be destruction on you. So what is that destruction going to be? That destruction is going to be for the heathen. Hey, bro, stay locked in, bro. Stay locked in. The destruction is going to be to 2/3 the heathen and the wicked. You see? So, woe unto you, destruction unto you. Why is that? Because you refused of the words of the Most High. You refused to come back and do what the Most High said. So that's going to be destruction unto you. So it's not going to be a good thing. Keep going.
The day of the Lord is darkness, not light.
The coming of Yahweh Shai is a day of darkness and not light, meaning evil. You know, terrible times. The Lord said he coming to judge and make war. Keep going.
Right.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Showing you the judgment, such as the death unto death, the famine of the famine. It's going to be a time of judgment. So the prophet's going to say, hey, look, you better go and call unto the gods that you chose, like the Most High said. Go ahead.
Or went into the house and he leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
So it means there's no way to get out of the judgment. Keep going.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness, not light?
Yep.
Even very dark,
yep,
and no brightness in it?
Ain't gonna be no brightness in it. So what good is that gonna be? The scriptures tell you that judgment is gonna start at the house of Israel. Yep. And what is it gonna be for those who obey not the gospel? What do you think the judgment is gonna be to them?
Let me add to you. Hold on. Read that one more time.
This is the book of Amos chapter 5, verse, we're gonna start, verse 19. I started verse 19. And as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
I meant the verse above. That's cool. It said, what is the day of the Lord to you? If you're not preparing yourself for what the Lord is about to bring, what are you ultimately looking for the day of the Lord for? Because as we said earlier, man, when when this hell breaks loose, man, all right, only thing that's going to be for you, if you didn't prepare yourself the correct way, is death and destruction, man.
Yep, that's right. You got a little bit more. Give me give me Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1 and we'll go at 20.
Proverbs 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried.
Matter of fact, start at 1. We're gonna get a few verses and go down. We'll go down 20. Go ahead.
Proverbs 1, verse 1. The
Yeah,
Proverbs of Solomon.
So this is, hold on one second. This is Proverbs of Solomon, King Solomon, right? Now, this is what you would think our people would take ear to and consider the words of divine spiritual men. But they don't. They just walk by. It don't matter, you know, because in the mind of Jake, he's established his own righteousness. That's right. In his mind, he already got it figured out. So when the time that the Lord says gonna come, that no man's gonna be able to escape the judgment, he think in his vain ass mind that somehow, some way, that what he's done is gonna suffice in that time. That, well, the Lord gonna take me as I am. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Go ahead and read it again. We'll start from the top.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel.
Yep.
To know wisdom and instruction,
Yep.
to receive the words of understanding.
So that's what these words are. Hey, this is to know wisdom and instruction. Why? Because this wisdom is going to be to the saving of your soul, Isaiah 33 and 6. So that's why we out here. It's to give the understanding, right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, to receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equality.
Yeah, and equity. So to get that equity, balance, the balance of the Lord. So the people wonder why do the little kids die? Hey, the answers is in the Bible. The scriptures tell you to know that no one is perished being innocent. That's right. That we were born in sin and shaped in this iniquity. Yep. So the answers is right here with the men of the Lord. Yep. And the Lord said he gonna confirm the words of the servants, right? He gonna confirm the words of the servants. You know? Keep going.
To give subtlety to the simple.
To give subtlety to the simple.
To a young man knowledge and discretion.
And to give discretion, to give understanding. Because the scriptures tell you wisdom is the principal thing, with all thy getting, get what? Get understanding. So keep going.
A wise man will hear and will increase in learning.
So if you're a wise man, you're going to hear and you're going to increase learning. I mean, you're going to take ear to the words of the Most High, right? And then you're going to do what? You're going to continue to hearken to the words of the Lord, because these words are not the words of just mere men. These are the words of the Heavenly Father that he gave through men. That's right. Go ahead.
And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. And
if you got any understanding, you're going to attain to the counsel of the Most High, which is the only wise counsel on the planet. Because it tells you in the book of in 1 Corinthians that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Any more on there?
To understand a proverb and to an interpretation the words of the wise and their dark sayings.
Yeah, so that's how you get more understanding. Now go down to verse 20.
Okay. Verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
So this is where wisdom is at. When you see the men on the four corners of the earth bringing this truth out, this is where wisdom is at. Wisdom cries without. She uttered her voice where?
In the streets.
In the streets. That's why we come out to the highways and byways. That's why we're not hidden away in some edifice, some building, some temple. We right here. We the temple. We right here in the streets.
This is the true the sanctuary of the Most High, man.
Yep.
So when you come up to the sanctuary of the Most High, you got to present yourself as such, man.
That's right.
All right, this ain't a light thing that you come up to the men of the Lord, man. You got to carry yourself with the standard that the Lord is bringing, man.
Yep.
And he requires out of us, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Verse 21, she cried.
And to add to it, this is what the scripture teaches you how to do that, man.
That's right. That's right. Because the scripture say, keep thy foot without going to the house of the Lord. It's all about order. Matter of fact, bring it. Because it's all about order. We all up here, and it's an order to doing this thing.
Right.
We just out here, first of all, we ain't out here shooting from the hip. Right. We ain't throwing darts in the dark. Right. Hey, we had to get it out the mud. We had to put the work in. We put the work in every day. Because we ain't Israelites, or just knowing we Israelites ain't enough. The Most High requires more than to just know that you are Israelite.
Right. And
he requires for you to repent.
Yeah, and that goes to applying what you read. So, Ecclesiastes 5:1.
We got you. Hey, hear this, bro. Hear this word.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
Yep.
And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Read it again.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
Yep.
And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
So we got to be more ready to hear the word of the Most High than to start talking. Because the understanding is there. Hey, if you hear, you're going to get the understanding.
Right.
You know, we have to hold our peace. Go ahead.
Right. Because when you have discourse, man, all right, you don't talk. I mean, you don't listen to answer back. You listen to understand so that you can give a proper answer back, man. Which this world doesn't teach you how to do, man, especially when it comes to the Bible, man. It says, for they consider not that they do evil.
Because our people consider that that's a light thing, that ain't a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, it is, because you got the Most High and the heavenly host watching everything that's going on.
Yep.
The Most High see everything. The eyes of the Lord are at every place, you know, beholding the good and the evil. So the Lord seeing everything. See? So what we want to do is make sure, as much as we can, that we come in a humble, meek spirit.
Right.
Hey, we got to be meek to come out here and do this work. With our people laughing at us and shit, you know, with people on the keyboard warriors on the keyboard, you know, talking shit about us, you know, so on and so forth. And we see that, and we've had to live through that. We've had to live through that ridicule. And what have we done? We've remained humble. You see? Because the meek is going to inherit the earth. You see, the Lord hates the proud of spirit, but He loves the humble in spirit. Because having humility is a show of righteousness.
Right.
Humility is a true show of righteousness. Now let's go back to that Proverbs.
Real quick,
Beautiful
before we
precept.
go back.
Yep.
This is what the truth ultimately teaches you, man. Is how to be humble, man.
Yep.
Right? This whole walk is a humbling process, so that when we gain the world, man, we'll be humble with it, man. You know? Because this world is a prime example to show you a ruler that's proud, man.
That's right.
All right? And this is the byproduct of that, and we're gonna see the judgment from doing that, man.
That's right.
You got it.
Let me start over.
Yep.
Proverbs 1, verse 20.
Yep.
Wisdom cried out. She uttered her voice in the streets.
She uttered her voice in the street, so this is where the wisdom is at. And we got you. We gonna get your question, bro. Go ahead.
She cried in the chief place of concourse.
Hey, that's why you see the brothers always in places where there's a heavy concentration of people. In the chief place of concourse, places of business. You see? Always where there's a lot of traffic at. Go ahead.
In the openings of the gates.
Yep.
In the city she uttered her words, saying,
Saying what?
How long ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Because truly, when you really make sense of this, you see how simple our people are. You know, meaning the word and the truth is here, but they refuse the truth. And the Lord's going to speak about that here in the next 3 or 4 verses. And for refusing the truth, it's going to be a grave penalty for refusing the words of the Lord. And refusing the truth is also this: seeing the videos. Okay, cool. It is what it is. Walking by the men of the Lord. You not considering, like it says in Isaiah the 1st chapter. My people do not know. They do not consider. Right. They don't even consider the words of the Lord. They don't consider they're the people of the Most High.
Right, because the Lord He's here to take you out of that simple state of mind.
Yep.
Did you when you started up? Did you read down to verse 4?
Yeah, I think we here for. What did 4 say?
It says to give subtlety to the simple.
We did. We read that.
And to the young man knowledge and discretion.
And knowledge and discretion. We read
He's
that.
teaching us how to not be simple anymore,
That's right.
man. Because our people walk around in a simple mind state, man. You
Yep.
know, which is the mind state of a sheep, man.
Yep.
You know, a sheep just goes to and fro, man.
Yeah, it wanders with no shepherd. It's wandering.
Exactly.
Keep going. We got a little bit more. I don't want to get the whole chapter, the whole rest of the chapter.
Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
How long are our people going to stay being African Americans, being Latinos, you know, being Native Americans, Christians, Nuwabians, niggas, Egyptologists?
Everything under the sun except an Israelite.
And first and foremost, an American. How long you going to stay being a damn American and come back to being an Israelite? Keep going.
Stay a zombie. How long you gonna stay a zombie?
How long you going to stay asleep? Go ahead.
That's right.
And scorners like and they're scorning.
And there's plenty of scorners out here. Go ahead.
And fools hate knowledge.
Because ultimately, all those that won't come into this wise counsel are fools because they did what? Say it again.
And fools hate knowledge.
Because they hate knowledge. So if you hate knowledge, if you refuse the words of the Lord, that makes you a fool. So that means the Most High is most likely going to kill you. He's going to destroy you. Well, you better hope like hell you're going to be elect.
Right.
You better hope like hell you're going to be elect and repent. And if you don't, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Because the God of heaven and earth is bringing judgment.
Right.
He's a God. He's a God of judgment.
Right.
The scriptures say the Lord is great and very terrible. That the Lord loveth judgment. So that's why we gotta come correct, man. We gotta be correct. Our people gotta get right.
Yeah, because it said that that fools hate knowledge, right?
Yep.
And the Most High, He hates you because you hate knowledge.
Yep.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because they have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah, so our people, because you reject knowledge, the Lord rejected you, man. And as we said earlier, man, Matthew 5:13 says that hey, what's salt with that lost its flavor is to be, pretty much thrown away, man. All right, trodden underfoot, man.
I'm glad you brought that. You can bring that precept. Somebody give me Jeremiah 4:22. Unless the Spirit take it somewhere else. You got it.
Just real quick, this is St. John chapter 15, verse 22.
Okay, it's the Spirit. Well, hopefully you edify. Hopefully you can listen and get edified. Always? Okay.
It's the book of St. John chapter 15, verse 22. if I not come and have spoken unto them, they have not sinned. But now they have no cloak, for they sin. You got it? Hey, going just like the brother said, man, they walk by, they scoff, they scorn, they don't really take heed what the Yahweh Shemel Shah saying, man. Hey, you're not gonna have no cloak for your sin in the day of Jacob's trouble, man. Most High's gonna put your ass to death.
Having trust in your own vain thoughts and opinions, man, that's not gonna get you nowhere but a missile up your ass, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Jeremiah 4:22. Or
Yep.
like 2. You said 4:22?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah. For my people is foolish.
Yep.
They have not known me.
So really, our people, you Israelites, you don't know the Most High.
Nope.
Let's prove that. Isaiah 1. Hold that. Give me Isaiah 1.
Yeah.
Isaiah 1. Our people don't know the Most High. So what we have to do is come back with humility and learn of the truth. You know, and if the Lord suffered with you, He'll open your mind, and then you'll keep coming back out like these brothers you see out here. Hey, we all was at that place before.
Yep.
Keep getting to understand it because you believe in the gospel.
Get built up.
You see, get built up. You
And,
see,
and the key factor is you know and believe on His name.
that's right.
His name is the key factor in
That's
this
right.
thing, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
And you learn that through this word
Yeah.
and through the men of the Lord because you got to be taught that.
Yeah.
You got to be shown that. You see, we don't got it figured out on our own. You see, we can't establish our own righteousness. We're not righteous. Our nature is wicked. We are wicked by nature. So we have to put on the truth in order to learn what righteousness is. Okay, go ahead, Isaiah 1.
Isaiah 1:1.
Yep.
The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, king of Judah.
Yep.
Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken.
Yep.
I have nourished and brought up the children, and they have rebelled against me.
Talking about the children of Israel, and they rebelled. And what does it mean to be in rebellion? To be at war with the Most High, right? So our people are against the Most High. They warred against Him when He said He nourished and brought them up. Yep. He's the one that protected them. He's the one that saved them. The Most High always sent saviors for Israel. Always sent saviors. Moses was a savior. Yahweh Shah was a savior. The prophets were saviors.
King David, Samson.
King David, Samson. The Lord always sent saviors for His people. He never left His people out here high and dry.
Right.
Go ahead.
Israel bit the hand. They bit the hand that fed them.
That's
man.
right.
Verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner,
Yep.
and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people don't consider.
Yep. Our people don't know the Most High. They don't even know who they are, and they don't consider. Now we can go back there.
Yep. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish.
They're what?
They're foolish.
They're what?
Foolish.
Our people are foolish because they refuse the words of the Most High. That makes you a fool. That makes you stupid. We just read earlier that fools hate knowledge.
Right, right.
Our people are foolish. Go ahead.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sardis children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
They wise to do evil. And what's the evil that our people do? They kill and murder their own brothers. But you will go when an Edomite, when a so-called white man, a cop go kill your people, you will go protest in all 50 states. But when your own people go kill your people, you won't say a goddamn thing about it. And yeah, God does damn. It's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know? So once again, you go and make all this ruckus about, you know, all this messed up, you know, we get treated terrible, so on and so forth, our people. But you won't say a damn thing about when your own people, when you see people in your own neighborhood selling dope, robbing, killing niggas, gang banging. You see, all the wickedness that our people do, which it tells you, Jeremiah, the deeds of our people have surpassed that of the wicked.
Right.
So you niggas is more wicked than the wicked.
Right.
Hey man, because hey, what it is man, you just doing the lust of your father, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, man, your father was wicked, so you just doing the lust after him, man. But you know, we gonna transition. I'm gonna talk about how, hey man, America is through, man, and also you 2/3 that trust in America. If somebody could give me Isaiah 30:1, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, hey, America's on a time limit, man, and the timer is running out, man. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, the brothers going into the economy, how the economy's failing. The economy's failing. You're in the middle, Mr. World War III. These nations are sick of America. So not only is the economy failing, but America has enemies that are about to rise up against her, man. And niggas are still out here worrying about how America gonna bounce back, how we make America great again, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that for me?
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 30. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh.
Right, man. Woe to the rebellious children, man. You children that say, oh, man, we ain't going to hear the counsel of the Lord. Keep going.
That take counsel, but not of me.
Right.
And they cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Right, man. They take it with a covering, but not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You understand? You take it with the covering of America, man. You understand? You say, hey, man, all right. And Esau we trust, man. Hey, that's why you out here taking these jabs, man. That's why you out here lining up anytime he say it's a state of emergency, man. You niggas is out here going to Esau. What we gonna do now, man? What we gonna do now? You understand? That's why you in a state of confusion, man. Keep going.
That they may add sin to sin.
Right, man. All you gonna do is keep adding up sin upon sin upon sin, man. Because that's all this place promotes, man. It's sin, man. Keep going.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth.
Right, and you, like I just said, man, you walk and you go down into Egypt, but you ain't asking what the Lord said about this, man. What the Lord say about the economy crashing, man. What the Lord said we supposed to do there, man. You understand? Nah, you worried about what Esau told you to do, man. Keep going.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
To strengthen yourselves in the strength of Pharaoh, man. But like I just said earlier, hey, Pharaoh going down, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh, he trying to cover his tracks right now. But hey, it ain't stopping the fact that hey, this place is through, man. You know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great is falling, man. You know what I'm saying? Any more on it?
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much America is your backbone. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, hey, we ask the Lord in Psalms and say, hide us under thy wings. You hide yourself under the wing of Babylon, man. You know what I'm saying? So when Babylon falls, hey, you going right along with it, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody grab me 1 Thessalonians 5:1, please. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, Babylon is going down, man. Hey, this devil, he trying to put on the news, like the economy bouncing back, you know, that, hey, America's going to come back stronger than ever. That, like, ain't nothing happened. Like 12 months of no working, paying people to sit at home, do nothing, while also not receiving income money, while America was already in debt, man. You got to realize these devils been giving out money, you know what I'm saying, it's this fiat money the whole time. America was already, I believe, like 200 trillion in debt. You know what I'm saying? That's with interest. That's without interest, man. You know what I'm saying? So where is he getting all this money from, man? But right now he's trying to backpedal and put it out there. Hey, things gonna be all right, man. But things not gonna be all right due to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This place is going down, man.
That's right. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right, man. The day of the Lord coming as a thief in the night, but hey, not unto us, man. Because we know perfectly what time it is, man. Like I tell you in 2 Ezra 5:1, we measure the time diligently, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we know what time it is. Hey, we know the Lord coming around. Hey, the Lord finna come home and visit the earth, man. We know that, man. That's right. Through us watching, man. Keep going.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them.
Right. What are they saying right now? Peace and safety. Hey, man, you got the government of North Carolina. Hey, he reopened the state. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, hey, we down the C-19 curve. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the economy's looking great. You know, jobs are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they pushing that spirit of, oh, nah, shit cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit sweet right now.
Spirit of falsehood.
Con, that's
false insecurity.
Con, read that again.
Con, this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
Right, man. So when they push this false sense of security, like the brother just said, hey, then sudden destruction will come upon them as travail as a woman with child. I mean, it's gonna get progressively worse and worse, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like we brought out earlier, hey, America can't bounce back from this economic downfall, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I brought out earlier, man. Hey, 35% of all U.S. dollars in circulation was made last year, man. So that's 35. Think about it. 1 year, 35, almost a half of America's economy, all the money that's circling in America was made 1 year ago. They don't tell you hyperinflation coming, man. Like we brought out earlier, hey, the market to GP ratio is 200%, man. These companies are overvalued by 200%. Overinflation is on the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whether they haven't announced it yet, but hey, anybody can see the writing on the walls, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab me that Zephaniah 1:10, please. But yeah, man, overinflation is on the way, man. Well, it's here. Overinflation is here. Hey, they just haven't announced it yet, man. Because these devils trying to maintain a certain level of control over the people. You know, they out here trying to make it seem like America's cool, things gonna bounce back. Bro, if you can't give me 2 Corinthians 10 and 10 and 4, cause hey, it ain't we out here to expose everything, man. You know what I'm saying? We come with the message of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Yahweh Shemel Shah say, hey, the economy ain't coming back, man. America ain't going back to normal, man. The new normalcy is gonna be destruction here in America, death and destruction, man. You got that for me?
Yeah, I got it. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but the mighty through the Most High to pulling down of strongholds.
Right, man. We pulling down the strongholds that the devil set up, man. You know what I'm saying? He set up that stronghold of peace and safety. That is safety in the jab, man. That is safety in his pharmakia, man. Nah, we pulling all that shit down, man. Because we know the truth about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we come out here to do through the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah to expose that, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't taking up guns and going to blast up these hospitals, no shit like that, man. Nah, man. Hey, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Hey, we just keep exposing this devil, man. Keep putting them out on Front Street.
Verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
Right, man. Hey, casting down the imaginations. Oh, America gonna bounce back, come back stronger, man. Hey, America, we gonna flatten the curve. We gonna go back to normal, man. Oh, it ain't gonna be no downfall of America. Ain't no. Hey, if you believe in America, you don't want the kingdom of heaven to come. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You all for staying here in Babylon in slavery, man. You know. Yeah.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
Right, man. Bringing every thought into the obedience of Hamashiach, man. Exposing this place, man. Letting people know, hey, what's going on. Thus saith the Lord, man. Because these words are not of us. They have the Heavenly Father, man. And the Heavenly Father said America is done, man. And you can see the writing on the wall.
That's right.
You got something? Oh, no. That was it on that. Grab that Zephaniah.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10. It shall come to pass in that day, say Yahweh of hosts, that there shall be a noise and a cry from the fish gate and a howling from the second.
Right, that fish gate is the market, man. You know what I'm saying? They said and a crashing from the second. That second economic crash, we already had the first one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we had a mini depression in like 2007, but that Great Depression was like 19.
It was like 1920s.
Like, yeah, somewhere in that area, man. But we coming into that second one, man. You know, hey, notice the Lord didn't say it was gonna be a third. Because after this second one, hey, it's over with, man. Keep going.
Kind of great, yeah. Because we all about facts. Great Depression was in 1930s. Kind. Read it again. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 10. It shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh, that there shall be a noise and of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Right, man. That great crashing from the hills is talking about that great crashing from the these other countries that was profiting off America, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that represents right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, we coming into that. We in that time right now. We ain't coming into that time. We in that time of another Great Depression, man, and a global reset. Hey, these devils been pushing that. Joe Biden ran off of that, man, about resetting the debt, resetting the average household. Because if you watch these economists, man, hey, the corporate debt is higher. It's the highest it's ever been in history. Household debt is the highest it's ever been in history. Hey, and it's all coming into the destruction of this place, man. Because America's not going to be able to bounce back. If you could, go ahead and give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. Because, hey, America ain't going to be able to bounce back, man. Hey, because, like I said earlier, man, we at the end of this place, man.
You know what I'm saying? You read that, and I got a piece of it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
Hey, going into Brother saying, man, hey, the Most High is destroying this place, man, with the economic system, with the morals of the people, with all these different various plays that the Most High have done with all these different empires. He's increasing in these latter days here in Babylon.
Hey, it said, how, as a matter of fact, go down or read the next verse.
Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right. Hey, they would have healed Babylon. Hey, man, the stimulus checks would have bounced the economy back. But hey, she ain't healed, man. Hey, instead of the stimulus making the economy better, it made it far worse, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's to the point where hey, it can't bounce back. Hey, these devils got a choice to make, man. Either one leads to destruction, like I said earlier. hey, either what they can do is they can stop printing money and let the they can stop printing money, but then doing that, the interest rates will level out. But at the same time, the stock market gonna crash. Or you can keep pumping money into it and keep overinflating the stocks. You know what I'm saying? So either way, the stocks eventually gonna crash, man. And it's gonna crash far worse than it did in the 1930s, like the brother brought out.
I got two precepts real quick. This is the book of Nahum 3, verse 19. There is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All that hear thy birth of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom thy wickedness pass continually. And it's showing that bruise represents the fall of this economy, where that inflation is starting to increase in these last days, man. It's no healing this place, man. But America's not gonna go back to the glory days when the so-called 50s, the 40s, 50s, and 60s in Esau eyes, man. Them glory days are up, man. And I got another precept, Jeremiah 30. Talking about that bruise, man. Jeremiah 30 and verse 12. But thus say Yahweh power, thy bruise is uncurable, thy wound is grievous, man. Showing that you is not healing Babylon, man. There's no healing this place, man. Ain't no stimulus check gonna stimulate the damn economy, man. This place is finished, man. All the people around the world, all the nations around the world is fulfilling prophecies that seeing Babylon the Great is falling, man. And it's starting with these prophecies, man. It's gonna really increase in these latter days, man.
Ecclesiastes 12, verse 3.
Right, man, because we're going to get into how this economy going to affect you people, man. You average everyday people around the earth, man. Keep going.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
Right, man. And when the keepers of the house, man, the people who are running this country, man, you know what I'm saying, the upper elites, man, and the strong men gonna bow themselves, man. You know what I'm saying, from their captains, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the grandeurs cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right, man. And the grinders cease because they're few, man.
I speak English. I speak English.
Yeah, man, like I was saying, when the grinders cease because they're a few, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the work, hey, right now, you know, jobs is fighting to get people in the door, man. Because people not taking the jobs, because it's like, man, why would I take this BS job when I can sit at home, get unemployment, and collect the same amount of money as a nigga that's out here breaking his back working, man? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and that's ruining the economy. That's why they got these, I forgot the name of the bill, but it's they passed this bill in certain states that already passed it as state law, where if you want to keep receiving unemployment benefits, what you got to do is you got to be showing that you applying for jobs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You're taking initiative to go out and look for a job.
And they talking about double checking with your employer and shit. And then, hey, eventually what that's gonna come into is you taking you getting jabbed up, man.
Yeah, because a lot of these places, like a lot of these countries, they're showing you how the Most High is dividing America. Because it's different parts of America, what they call the red states, that are not accepting the vaccine passports. That's what all this is leading to, the vaccine passports, where they're showing proof that you took the vaccination. That will lead to you keeping your job. That will lead to you keeping these government welfares. But that's showing that the Most High is making a separation in society, man.
Real quick, let me grab this. This is cause hey, eventually, hey, bro, a lot of these people that y'all gonna sell out, and y'all gonna take these, y'all gonna take these up on these jabs and on these incentives, man, that he's handing out. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 10. For as much as their life have received benefits and have not known me, I'm gonna go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start at 8. 2nd Ezra 9 and 8. Shall be preserved from said perils, and shall see my salvation at hand with my borders, for I have sanctified them from me from the beginning. Right, man, that's talking about the elect, man. The men that's not going to sell out, that see these things coming. That's not going to be, where the Lord's coming ain't going to be as a thief of the night unto us, man. Because we sit here watching.
It's not going to take bribes, man. You read in the book of Amos 5 and 11, man. Jake is taking these bribes, man. They're selling their people out, man. Keep going.
Then shall they be a pitiful case, which have abused my ways.
Man. Who is abusing the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah? You Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. Because you don't want to take heed to the words, man.
Wait, or you Jakes that know you Israelites, but continue to sin. You think you gonna call on Yahweh Shemel Shah in the last days? You know what I'm saying? You think he gonna creep in unaware at the last second, man? It ain't gonna work like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you got Israelites that know they Israelites, man, and they know the name, man. They know the Heavenly Father and the Son name, and they think they're just gonna come in without putting in any work or any faith, man.
Hey, because that's showing it just that lukewarm spirit. The Most High ain't dealing with you. Keep going.
Starting back up. Then they shall be a pitiful case which have abused my ways, and that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Right, man? You niggas that know you an Israelite, man, but you still out here, hey, you still out here trying to enjoy Babylon, man. Trying to be one with the kingdom of Babylon, man. Hey, man, you're gonna be dwelling in torments, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Shot. It's not of us, man.
We were just reading on them torments when we read in Jeremiah 15th chapter, man. All these set pearls is about to take place, man. That's what a lot of you Jakes is gonna be getting caught up out here, man. You're gonna get caught up out here with that sword and that famine and them beasts, man. All these torments is gonna take hold on your ass, man.
Second Ezra 9, finish it out. For such as in their life receive benefits and have not known me.
Your government aids, your assistance, man. Even when you go into college, man, your so-called financial aid, man. All these government assistance, these damn handouts, even with these PPP loans, man, whatever they call it, man. These damn loans have been given out to people that have businesses, man. Jake's been taking advantage of that shit. Your stimulus check, all these damn things that Esau's been handing out to your ass, man. Hey, the Most High, he's gonna require that judgment to you, man, because you didn't take heed to the prophets, man. Because you was living in luxury, man. You wanted to so-called get it how you live, man, instead of coming back to your how about Shemal shop, man.
Right, man. And it ain't like it's like brothers going in. It ain't wrong. Like, you know, hey, some brothers done got stimulus checks, but hey, we ain't gonna get jabbed up for it. Hey, we ain't gonna switch up the law of the Lord for it. Hey, we like the dudes. Hey, also the people that take the 501c3 that lie on the name of the Lord, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's receiving benefits in order to further yourself in this world.
The scriptures say use the world but not abuse it, man. It's nothing wrong with getting a stimulus check, but hey, if it's causing you to go off and do something against the ways of the Heavenly Father, then you shouldn't do it or you shouldn't take it, man. Just like with the jab, man. You see that's against the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, so you shouldn't consider taking that shit, man.
Just a quick preset that y'all talk about. Second address, 7 and 20. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High. They just set before them.
Break it down.
What I'm saying is because y'all stubborn, don't want to listen to the words coming out. You week in, week out, year in, year out. A lot of y'all Israelites don't give a damn about the other country. But a lot of y'all Israelites are going to perish because y'all despise the law of the Most High.
That's right. Y'all were those men born in vain, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? Here it is. Hey, we telling you that what you believe in is going to fail, man. That everything that you see around you is going to be melted, man. If somebody can, matter of fact, I'll grab it. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, all this shit going to be melted, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab that real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Right along with the economy, your benefits that you so love, man. All this shit going to be melted, man. Grab it up.
We living in a time of judgment, man. We living in a time we how by Shemal Shai is watching this place, man. And the prophecies is clear as day, man. That's why the scripture says in Habakkuk 2, make it plain upon tables, man. And you can see that, hey, it's plain upon the tables of the eyes of the elect. They can clearly see that this place is out of here. You got that precept?
Correct. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, right, man, unto you that's not paying attention to the things that's going on, man. It doesn't see the fall of Babylon, man. Right now, it's it's been in an economic fall for the past really like 10, 15 years, man.
America's been on the decline going back since almost 1970, man. Ever since they took the gold was not the gold. The standard, the dollar wasn't backed by gold. It's been on a decline, man.
What it was I believe it was where they accepted the central banking system. I believe it was like somewhere around the time of JFK. You know what I'm saying? Because once they did that, hey, the dollar's been on a decline ever since. But you know what I'm saying? But don't none of that shit matter because it's gonna melt anyway. But it's back in 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. And in the heavens shall pass away a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Just talking about the missiles, man. That great noise and the missiles hit this place, man. Keep going, bro.
And the earth also, and the works that are therein, shall be burnt up.
All these so-called Esau, all his so-called accomplishments, man, his Mount Rushmore, all his his athletes, all this bullshit is gonna get melted the fuck up, man. New York, Chicago, Atlanta, every damn thing is gonna get melted, man. All the works thereof, man.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness.
What conduct, what way would you be carrying yourself in these last days, man? Would you be in the mindset of measuring the times diligently in itself? Because if you measure the times diligently, the Most High wouldn't catch you. He wouldn't catch you. He wouldn't come as a thief unto you, man. You would know when He's coming, man. You will see by measuring the times by the scriptures, man. He said, measure by the rod. Hey, this is the rod, man. This is the measuring stick right here. It's the book, man. This is how you measure the signs of the times when you read Matthew the 24th chapter, man. When the disciples came up to Yahweh Shai and was inquiring what would be the time of His coming, hey, He gave them the signs and the times of the seasons when He would be coming, man, in the last days, man. You got a precept, bro?
Yeah, Zechariah 14:12. Speaking of nuclear bombs, when they hit, melting the cities, everything that you know, this was going to happen to you. And this will be the plague wherein the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that are fought against Jerusalem.
And that's heavy because He said this will be the plague that will. They start again.
Verse 12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that are fought against Jerusalem.
And that's showing that the Most High is going to gather all these nations for World War III, man. Because you got to understand, all these nations, when you read Psalms the 83rd chapter, had a tumult together. They made an agreement together to destroy the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanics, man. Keep going.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Now, if you ever watch Terminator, man, and you see the Sarah Connor scene, man, that's basically the breakdown of that, man, showing that these devils read the Bible, man. They read the Bible and they put it into their movies, man, so they can play out into the images so you will see it, man.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
And showing that the Most High is going to melt your ass, man. You're going to melt right where you stand when these missiles hit, man. And also when the chariots hit you, they're going to evaporate your ass, man.
Hey, and your spirit going to be stuck in that fire.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's that great lake of fire, man. Ain't no place in the center of the earth, man. That's what it's talking about, that lake of fire.
That's right.
You got one of that? Yes, sir?
Nah, hey, keep going to your lesson.
Hey, but jumping back into it, man. Before that nuclear destruction is hitting, hey, this economic destruction gonna continue, man, and it's gonna worsen, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in Ecclesiastes 12:4, as a matter of fact, I started back at 3. And the day of the keepers in the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, right, man? Hey, in that time, when you know what's really over, ain't gonna be no work out here. Hey, we ain't gonna be working. Hey, your average everyday Joe ain't gonna be working. Hey, that's what Esau gonna put that clamp on the people to make the people rely on him, man.
And this is what he's doing now, because Esau's turning this society where you have to fully depend on technology, man. So when you fully dependent on technology, what about the people, man? That means he's gonna be replacing you with robots, man. Showing that it's not gonna be any jobs out here, man. I think the elder Ashiar sent the video this week in a group that how Moab was talking about how they got these robots, and these robots gonna be replacing black people. And he plainly said it like that, man. Showing that there ain't gonna be no work in Egypt, man. Fulfilling prophecy in the Isaiah the 19th chapter, man. Ain't gonna be no work here in Egypt, man. So a lot of Jake's gonna have to get it out the mud, man. It's gonna be a lot of death out here in this society, man. And the Esau knows that, man. Because when they crash the economy, it's gonna be the rich versus the poor. Just like when you watch these movies like Purge and all these movies, how the rich society is isolated from the poor, that's what's coming to this place, man. That's what's coming to Babylon the Great, man. And Esau plays it out in his movies, man. It's called predictive programming, man. He's getting you a norm. He trying to normalize it in your way of thinking that this is how things is going to take place. But it is, man. It's going to take place just as you've seen it and just as it is written, man.
Back into it is, and the grinders shall cease because they are few, and those who got the windows and they be darkened. Right, man? Because, hey, ultimately what it's going to come down to is, hey, you're going to have that jab and that MOB to work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's going to be the new benefits, man, of having that jab, man. Because, hey, this devil, he going to try to make it look sexy unto you, man. Like, yo, I get the jab, man, I get the work, I get consistent work, I can feed my kids, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to ultimately go into ultimate destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the grinders being low, man. Because you got a lot of people that's not going to take it. And then verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up a voice of the bird and the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right, man. That time of celebrating, man, having fun. You got the skate park kids down there. All that shit gonna come to an end, man. The spirit of mirth, hey, that's gonna be completely dead, man. You know what I'm saying? And somebody came in Isaiah 24. I believe it's around like 10.
That's the spirit I was about to grab.
Kind of, yeah, man. Because hey, that spirit of mirth is gonna be completely dead right now, man. Because you know, right now, hey, people honestly believe this devil when he told y'all that, hey, peace and safety, man. People honestly thinking that, hey, the economy is gonna bounce back, America's gonna come back stronger, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's just not gonna happen, man. Thus said Yahweh Shemiah was shot. You got it?
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Right, man. Every house is gonna be shut up, man. Because, hey, man, people gonna have to board them shits off, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be troops, militia groups. Hey, robbing, stealing. Get that one about the sedition of men, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we coming into those times, man, when the work gets low and people get hungry, like the brother brought out earlier. People gonna revert back to their base carnal state, man. Of every man for itself. K-O-B-K, killer be killed, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Right, man. The mirth of the land is gonna be gone in that day, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no, hey man, you wanna go walk around Boardwalk Village, you wanna go walk uptown and see what's going on. Nah, man, it's gonna be finished. And hey, we in those times right now, man. Because there is no possible way, you know what I'm saying? There is no possible way to bounce back from this economic collapse, man. Hey, you gotta go through it, man. All your top economists are telling you the same thing, which the only reason they know that, hey, you know, these people that say the only reason we know is because the Lord told us this was gonna happen, man. The Lord told us he was going to destroy the economy of this place, man. That the work was going to be low. That it was going to be a howling from the fish gates, man, from the markets, from the stock places, man. And you see it happening right now to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just Lord to show you, hey, the Bible is the truth, the truth of the land, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else could have told you that, man. And some more in there.
Verse 12. In the city is left desolation.
And the city is left a desolation, man. Because, hey, ain't nobody going to be working to keep these cities. Ain't nobody going to be cutting the grass no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this place is going to be all out hell. And ultimately, it's going to be that real desolation when those missiles drop, man. And completely melt this place like we brought out earlier, man. You know?
And the gate is smitten with destruction.
And the gate smitten with destruction. Hey, that's straight to the point, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have something?
God, this is the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Come, read that again, Salah.
God, this is 2 Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, man. That's why the house is gonna be boarded up, man. Because your house is gonna be pretty much like a fort, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna use to keep out people coming to steal your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Now, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes.
Right, it's gonna be sedition among men invading one another, man. Why? Because ain't gonna be no work out here, ain't gonna be no resources out here. So hey, it's gonna be pretty much a get it how you live society, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the times we coming into, man. Because like I keep saying, you can't bring America back. Your top economists have no answers for you. Your government has no answers for you. You know, well, their answer is the global reset, which gonna lead into what? You taking the jab in the MLB, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, then we really up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
Con. For there should be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings or princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, man. Hey, niggas gonna do whatever they have the power to do, man. So if niggas feel like, hey, man, it's an easy lick over here, man. Hey, they finna go hit that lick, man. Ain't gonna be no laws in that day, like in that movie, The Book of Eli, man. That's exactly what it's gonna be like out here. Complete lawlessness, man. You know what I'm saying? This place gonna be the wild, wild west out here, man. Is anyone on that?
God, verse 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able.
Right, you ain't gonna be able to just go into I'm gonna go see my cousin out there in Florida. And them days gonna be over with, man. Because
they're gonna set up checkpoints. They already showed you that when the Crown Royal hit, that they in New York, that was already gonna start using sheriffs in certain deputies to set up these checkpoints where they gotta ask you, have you been quarantined and things like that. What more so now, man? They're gonna really come down when they come to the pack. That's why they bring forth that vaccine passport, man. So they can set up the checkpoints, man. So they can set up the checkpoints to start. That will start the siege, man. When they set the checkpoints up, then that's when they're gonna start sieging the city.
And you already see that the checkpoint set up with what? With the airports, man. The airports, they won't let you go certain countries unless you done got jammed up, man.
Yep.
You understand? So you already see the beginning of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Any more?
Verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right, man. Because of the pride of America, man. Like I tell you in Revelation 18, that the sins have reached up to the heavens, man. So because of the sin so high, man, that's what's bringing upon this inevitable destruction, man. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of got a precept. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them in their latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride.
Like going like the brother said, man, many great miseries going to be done to these so-called Americans because of the pride of this place, man. And that's talking about you 2/3 Jakes, man. Because you 2/3 Jakes that took on the lust of the father of your devil, which is Esau, man. You doing everything Esau Edom tell you to do instead of taking heed to your how about Shemal Shah, man.
Have not asked of the Lord's counsel.
Kind. Yeah, something. Kind. That was it.
Okay, go ahead and get that book, because you know, hey, you might be asking, hey, why is the Lord so determined on destroying America, man? Why would he do this to America? What has America done? Hey, number one, you look at what he did to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The apple of the Lord's eye, man. You know what I'm saying? See, all of this destruction and hell is being brought on America for us, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that for you?
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
No. Verse 28.
Verse 28. This is book of chapter 4, verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more.
Right, man. So be it. Hey, so as it was our mind to go off, hey, we got to seek the Lord 10 times more. Keep going.
And for, verse 29. For He had brought these plagues upon you, shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Right, man. Because the Lord brought these plagues upon us, you know what I'm saying? This slavery, He allowed these devils to put us in slavery, man. Make us put us in chattel slavery, then make us debt slaves. Then He continues to kill our people day by day, man. Hey, the Lord let these things happen to us, man. He brought these plagues upon us, man.
I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for He that give thee the name will comfort thee.
Right, man. He gonna be the one that comforts us in that time. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna bring out the plagues of the Lord. Because the Lord, when you read the book, which these Christians don't do, when you read the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapters, it tells you about all the curses upon these people right here, man. And when we went off, what the Lord was gonna do to us, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the Lord thy power, to observe to do all His commandments and His statutes which I command this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee, man. That's them plagues that's overtaken our people, man. With our enemies, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and these heathen nations have taken us down. How they taken our heritage, man. How they had taken our land upon themselves, man. That's all the curses when you read in the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man. It even talks about slavery in the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. How they rounded us and put us up in chains on ships and brought us into a land that we know is not, man. That's all them plagues that's taken hold onto the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanics, man.
Just to get that real quick, Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Hey,
that's plain as day.
Hey, number one, we in captivity just being here in America, man.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You can't enjoy your kids. Hey, your ass in captivity too. You gotta go to work. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta send your kids to the minor captivity, which is the school system, man.
Yep.
Or they'll lock your ass up and put you in a real in chattel slavery.
Which is a form of concentration camp, man. Because you got to think about it. When the so-called white man captured so-called Native Americans, which is the tribe of Gad, what did he do? How did he change their ways, man? He put them in them damn boarding schools, man. That's just the modern day boarding schools where the Negro, Latino, Native Americans are at to this day, because they're not getting true education. Because education goes mean to bring out, to draw out, man. Because guess what? To draw out what? The truth. They're not telling them the truth when they go into these school systems, man. They keeping them in a captive mind state. That's slavery as well, man. Being in a captive mind state, not knowing who you are. That's slavery, man.
Hey, that's why the scriptures say the truth shall set you
You
free,
free.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because hey, it releases you from those mental bonds,
Yeah,
man.
yep, you're right.
The captivity of the mind, man. Being in the Walking Dead. But get that back. Baruch 4:30.
Okay, Baruch 4:30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee the name will.
Salaki. Hey, you got a question, my
Hey,
man?
my man, you got a question?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Is this some sort of sect of Judaism?
Nah, Judaism. Hey, Judaism goes back from that word right there.
Yeah.
Judah. This is not a religion. This is a heritage. When you read the Bible is a heritage of the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Spanish, man. This is not a religion. They everybody have taken a hold to the Bible and made their so-called denominations, but the Bible is not a religion. It's a heritage, man. A heritage of the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanics for the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And also prophecy. And it's a history book, man.
You know what I'm saying? Of our history.
Yeah, this is our true history when we read the Bible, man.
Yeah, so, sorry guys, I mean, the Old Testament is very much to the promises and descendants of Abraham,
Isaac, and Jacob. That's one thing these Christians try. Everybody wants to talk about Abraham, but what was the promise that was given to Abraham on his seed, right? And who was that? Did it go to Ishmael or who did it go to? It went to Isaac, right? And after Isaac, who did the promise go to? Did it go to Esau or did it go to Jacob? Went to Jacob, right? So that never changed. When did the Lord change that? Exactly.
saying that, I fully agree with that.
But I'm saying, why does everybody always talk about the promise to Abraham? It was a promise to Abraham, to Isaac, and unto Jacob. That never changed, man. And after Jacob, it went on to who? The 12 patriarchs, or who are the Israelites, which are the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanics, which that's their bywords. This is their true nationality right here. That's the names that the Lord called them.
Yeah, so the ultimate promise in the Old Testament was the coming and the promise of a coming Messiah.
Yeah.
Who do you think that Messiah is?
His name is Yahweh Shai, which is the word English called Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's who he's talking about.
Yeah, Jesus Christ as the Messiah.
Yeah.
So
Not Jesus Christ, not JC. Jesus, the word J didn't come around to I think 1532. That word J and it derived from to the letter I. That came around in 1532. So there was no J's. You got Bibles where there's no J's in it. So there's no J's in it. So there's no Jesus. That's not his name. He was a Hebrew, right?
yes.
Okay, so that wasn't his name.
So what do you have?
Hey, give me Proverbs 30 and give me Proverbs 30 and 5.
Get more understanding of Adam. First,
You know what I want, right?
Proverbs 3 and 4.
Yeah, and give me Proverbs, and then give me Acts 4 and 12.
Proverbs 30 and 4. Who have ascended up into heaven, or who have descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fists? Who have bound the waters in his garments? Who have established the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name?
What is his name? And what is his son's name? Keep going, finish it up.
If thou canst tell.
As thou canst tell. The God of the Bible, his name ain't God.
Yeah.
Nah, his name ain't God, and his son name ain't Jesus. His name is within his son's name, man. Let me grab that. Read that Acts real quick for me.
4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under the heaven given among men, whereby we must be saved.
Right. Hey, if you call on a false name, you know what I'm saying? If you call on JC or J Hope, hey, you ain't got the juice, man. You ain't gonna be saved.
Hey, and when you look up Jesus, that's not him. Messiah is a so-called black man when we read the scriptures, man. And I want to bring this precept out real quick. Exodus 23 and 20.
Exodus 23, verse 20. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
It's talking about Jerusalem.
Verse 21. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him.
God, hey, read it again.
Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions.
And it's talking about the one of word in called Jesus Christ, man. Keep going.
For my name is in him.
For my name is in him. Because the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
For my name is in him. So his name is synonymous as his father's name, man. Yahweh means he exists. Yahweh Shah means he is the deliverer. Who is he going to deliver? These people on his side. Why? And the question used to be like, why is he going to deliver them?
So with Jesus, so you don't think Jesus was the Messiah?
No, Yahweh Shah. So you got to understand, Jesus is not his name. That's a title. There's plenty titles of the one in called Jesus Christ in the Bible, but he has a name. When he was born, he had a name, and you got to think about it. It was Hebrew. They spoke Hebrew.
Yeah.
So why would his name be Jesus Christ? That's not Hebrew. What is that? What is Jesus Christ? Is it Latin? It derives from Latin. Man. That's not his name, man.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a exactly. It's just a that ain't even a translation, man. Because Jesus goes back to I can't think off the top of my head. It's in Hebrew. Huh? No. I couldn't think of the top of my head.
Joshua.
Thank you, Joshua. So why would that be his name?
Because that's the Lord's save. Joshua is the Lord's save.
That's not his name. Let's get back to the lesson.
Back in 4:30.
One was from the dirt and one got the
Baruch
world.
chapter 4, verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that give thee the name will comfort thee.
Right, man. And people, who did the Lord call it to, man? He said, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, who are able to understand the truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Read that bottom part. What he said. Just read it again.
For he, verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that give thee that name will comfort thee.
God, read that again.
He that give thee that name will comfort thee.
He that give thee that name will comfort thee, man. What is hey, Israel, when you read in the Hebrew, is Yasharallah. So, hey, he the prince of the power. These people on the side, he will comfort thee, man. Keep going.
Verse 31. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoice at thy fall.
Right, man. That's why America is going into the turmoils that it's in right now, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the economy ain't gonna bounce back, man. That's why these nations is rising up against America, man. Because, hey, the Lord said, miserable are they that, read that?
Yeah.
Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoice at thy fall.
Right, this were they that afflicted us and that rejoiced at our fall, man. Hey, these other nations, hey, they was happy when we fell, man. They was happy, hey, to come into power. And here it is, we was on the west coast of Africa, not fucking with nobody. Esau came over there, grabbed us up, man. Like we was a threat to him or something, man. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, and then they rejoiced. All these other nations, they joined in, like, get that Psalms 83. Go ahead, because all these other nations took a part in there too, man. Hey, they was, hey, the Amalekites funded it. The Ishmaelites provided the ships, and the Hamites rounded us up. Man. You know what I'm saying? And Edomites bought us, man.
God,
So,
hey, read that again, Baruch Shah. I got that Psalms 83.
Verse 31. Miserable are they that afflict thee.
Miserable are they that afflict thee. Why you think this place is? Why you see this place falling, man? Why you think America's going the way it's going? Why you think the economy's falling? Why you think these people are in gross darkness, man? Because the Most High sent them plagues upon these people. Miserable are they that afflict thee.
The world is the way it is because it's
No, the world is the way it is because of the so-called white man. Let's be blunt. Let's be clear and blunt. We speak truth up here. The world was given into the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom. When you read the Bible, Job 9 and 24. Job 9 and 24. Get Job. Yeah, we're gonna break down the characteristics that fit that you so-called white people are the wicked of the Bible, man. And I'm gonna break it down to you clear. We're gonna break all the facts out that the so-called white people are the wicked according to the Bible, and that the world is why it is because your rulership, man. And that's it. And you gotta. And that's the thing. You so-called white people don't like to uphold. You don't like to take accountability for your actions, man. Ain't nobody tell you to pollute the air, put nanoparticles and all these barium aluminum oxide in the air. Ain't nobody tell you to pollute the water. Who told you to do that? You did that.
Hey, why is there trash the size of Texas in the ocean?
Yeah.
Who put that there?
Who's making GMO foods? It's not no Negro, Latino, Native Americans in the lab making GMO foods.
That's right.
We're
Taking
gonna,
a lot of things out of
context means with, right? Text means the book. So we're reading the text, right? Let's read it again. Con means with, text means the text, the book. We're reading out of the context. You're not gonna come up here and supplant us with your words, man. We well studied up here, man. Read the scriptures, bro.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So the Most High gave the earth over to a nation of people.
And who rules the earth?
Well,
Process elimination. Who rules earth? Come on, be real.
hold on. We live in a fallen world, and so the ruler,
Australia,
the ruler
Europe,
that it's talking about,
America, Russia.
Give me
Who ruling?
nations rise and fall.
The white man.
Think about
The
how
white
years
man.
ago-
read
And
it
when you
again.
don't go by what he say, he put
Read it
he
again.
gonna put war on you and give the sanctions.
We're talking about
Genesis 27.
9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Hold up. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Oh, hold on. Who did that? Because when you go back to the book of the Judges, they was so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics. Who covered the faces of the judges thereof? Who painted themselves up as the Messiah and as God? And be honest with yourself. Who did that? It wasn't no other nation of people that did that. This is a prophecy that Job is talking about that was going to come to pass. Who did that? Who did it?
Is there a Chinese Jesus? Is there an Arab
There's
Jesus?
only one Jesus Christ, and He
And
grants salvation to all.
read it again. Read it again.
I'm gonna read it a little bit slower. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Meaning the wicked is set loose upon earth.
That's right.
When Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump was running, what was they running off of? Keeping America what? A superpower in the earth. Keeping America
great.
the hammer. Keeping
Yep.
America the hammer of the earth to check all these other nations.
No, let's get down to the nitty gritty. It says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Who's the ones promoting this pedophilia? Who's the ones promoting these gay laws? Who's doing that? Who's the one promoting and hiding all this debt around the world? Who's doing that, man? Who's the one committing all these wars over in the Middle East? Who's doing that?
Hey, who owns the central banks that's in every country?
Who's
Every
doing
country
it?
around the earth.
And if you don't take the central bank, the IMF, they bomb you. Who's doing that?
It happened in Libya. It happened in Syria.
The message of the Bible.
Read it one more time.
Hold on.
Get Genesis 27 and verse 40.
The message of the Bible is
Read it
to
again.
point to the Messiah,
Job
Jesus
9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Even the Messiah. The Messiah face got covered too.
Keep going.
If not, where and who is it? So
If the so-called white man don't fit these characteristics, who is it? Because it's not the so-called Chinese, it's not the so-called Arab, it's not the so-called African, because we're not Africans, we're Israelites, it's not them. Who is it? Who is it? Just be straight. Hey, as a man, be straightforward. Who is
It's
it?
not about race.
And this is Esau Edom.
not.
It's Esau Edom right here.
well, it is about race. It's not about skin tone, but
Hey,
it's about race.
It's about, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6, because it is about race, man. It is about race, because the Most High, He set these people up over you people, man. You people don't read the scriptures. You don't read the scriptures, man. The Old Testament is still in effect, because He said, I come in the volume of the book. Read the scriptures, bro.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Let's talk about these people on this sign. We're going to see how racist God is. Keep going.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself
Until Himself.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Is that race? Is that racist? Is that equal? Is that equality? Is that equality?
I don't
Is that
disagree with
equality?
Because God definitely chose this
Read it again, bro.
Abraham as a nation.
No.
To be a blessing
Read
to
it
the
again,
rest
bro.
of the nation.
Read it again, bro. Read it again.
I got you. Deuteronomy. You pull it real quick.
Pull it up real quick. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Because ain't nobody on earth equal, man. We're above you heathen, man. And we're going to keep it like that. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee.
Has chosen thee.
To be a
see, the Most
special-
High chosen these people, man. Keep going.
Have chosen thee to be a special people.
And that word special in the Hebrew means sagalah. That means peculiar people. Why you think that the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the contrary popular belief, they invented everything in the society. If you don't want to believe it, look it up. They invented all these things in society because they were slaves. So-called white man wasn't doing nothing. Even invented the word cowboy. There wasn't no damn cowboy. The cowboy was the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Spanish. And what you do, took that upon yourself. Keep going, bro.
Had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Now read it.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the God of the Bible is not equal. It's not equality when you read the Bible, man. He said the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanics are above all the heathen on the face of the earth, man. So there's no equality, man. We're not equal, bro. We're not equal.
The whole point is so God chose Abraham and his descendants to be a blessing to the world, to all nations, and he promised an eventual Messiah, who is, we may disagree on the name, but I know him as Jesus Christ.
Hey, give me Galatians 3. You said Abraham, right? Give me Galatians 3 and 16. We're gonna cut that. Give me Galatians 3 and 16. We're gonna cut the Abraham. Read it, bro. Galatians 3 and 16. Because you said Abraham, and that's about to cut what I'm about to bring out, bro.
This is Galatians 3 and 16. Now to Abraham and his seed, where the promises made, he saith not, and the seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Hamashiach.
Boom. As a seed, as of one. And it's only one seed, and that's the Israelites,
and it's
man.
talking about Jesus Christ there. That
No,
is
hold
the
on,
promise.
Hold on,
Jesus
I
Christ.
got. Since you want to talk about,
No,
you want to talk about Jesus. I got something for you, man. Are you familiar with John 3 and 16?
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with St. John 4 and 22?
Go ahead and read it.
I'm gonna read it for you, bro. This is St. John 4 and 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. Meaning the gods you worship, you don't even know what you worship. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Exactly.
So
Where
what are you talking about, man? Where do you fit in all that?
God,
If salvation is of the Jews, it didn't say the Jews and it said of the Jews, period. And that's red letter. That's the one you call Jesus Christ. That's red letter. The one you call Jesus Christ said that in St. John 4 and 22. So salvation is of the Jews. You got that Psalms for me? Psalms 2 and 8?
I told him to get that
Romans 9.
Jesus was a Jew.
Romans 9, man. Read it, bro.
I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit.
And this is Apostle Paul speaking. Which Apostle Paul was what? What was he?
He helped.
What nationality was Apostle Paul?
He was a Jew.
He was a Benjamite. He was a Benjamite. Keep going.
Verse 2. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish that myself were accursed from the Hamashiach for my brethren, for my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
According to the flesh. So it's no such thing as being spiritual and being part of the covenant. Keep going.
Verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? Keep going.
Who pertain to adoption?
Oh, the adoption means to be brought back. It's not this so-called way of the world adoption when you adopt a kid and it's yours. No, adoption means to be brought back. Keep going.
And the glory and the covenants.
And the covenants. That means the first covenant and the new covenant. Keep going.
And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law, because only the law was given to the Negro, Latino, Native American, and Spanish, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Keep going.
And the service of the Most High and the promises.
And the service of the Most High and the promises, man. So ain't no heathen in there, man. Where's Esau in there? Go down to Romans 9 and 16, man.
Romans 9 and 16. So then it is not for him that willeth.
No, jump up.
15.
Where we at? Where we at?
Cause I got a quick one, man. Because you want to figure out where the other nations. You want to figure out where the other nations come in on the Bible, man. What the Bible say about the other nations? Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. What does that mean, man? I mean, you're going into slavery, man. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Hey, your future is nothing but missiles, reincarnation, slavery.
I got the one I want.
Oh yeah,
Reincarnation is in the Bible, man.
No,
That's why is so-called? Well, answer me this. Why did the word they called Jesus Christ? He said, "Ye that follow me in a regeneration, so also follow me and judge the 12 tribes of Israel. So how they gonna do that? Re means what? Back. Generation means what? Gene. So how they gonna do that? Come on, man. Read that for me, man.
Romans 9, verse 11. For the children being yet not, let me start over. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
Keep going.
It is said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
And this is going back to Jacob and Esau, man. Are you familiar with Jacob and Esau when you read the book? Who's Esau in the Bible?
Esau is Jacob's brother.
But who is he in a nation of people on earth today? Who is he? Let's get Genesis 27. Let's get Genesis 27. Who is Esau on the earth, man? He has a characteristic. He has a, when you actually read the Bible, it's all about Jacob and Esau. Yeah, the other nations have that partake in the scriptures, but the main two characters are Jacob and Esau. It's a protagonist and an antagonist. It's a negative and it's a positive when you read the scriptures, man.
Matter of fact, just to prove that Esau is a nation today, Genesis 25 and 23.
That's right.
And the Lord said unto her, I start up 22. And the children struggled together within, and she said, if it be thus, if it be so, why am I thus? And I went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
God.
Jacob and Esau.
That's so, lining up right here.
I don't disagree with what you guys are saying. You guys are taking things of the Bible and putting the wrong emphasis.
Can I ask you something? Who did that? Did we do that or your people do that? Be real and be honest. If you don't be honest, we already know who you are. Who took the Bible to himself and said this is how it's supposed to be and this is the way it's how it's supposed to go? Did we do that or you do that?
Orthodox Jewish people don't even believe what you guys do.
Listen to what you said. Jewish.
Jewish.
Ish, meaning pertaining to. That doesn't mean we're the real Jews.
Exactly.
You're saying, oh, they're pretending to be us.
They don't fit. Do they fit the prophecies over in the land of Israel right now?
If those are the real Jews, why is there still war going on? They at war right now.
Give me. Let's hold it. Romans 9. Give me Isaiah 14 chapter. Because this is the.
Have a good day, fellas.
Thank you. Esau. Yeah, no. Esau, Jesus is through, man. He's out of here, man.
You live in a sinful.
No, Esau is keep peace. It's through, man. Hey, nobody's believing you no more, man. Thank you, man. Esau had to get up out of here, man. Nobody's believing that crap no more, man. Hey, man, give me 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 28, man. Because this is what we coming down to, man. The words of Yahweh Shemel Shah is taking hold on this society, man. Esau, Edom, man, you're through, man. It's nothing you could come up and gainsay against the scriptures, man.
That's right. You know, through that.
2nd Ezra 6, verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
So corruption should be overcome, man. The words, how these devils are always corrupted the Bible, it should be overcome, but through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shah. Keep going.
And the truth, which has been so long without fruit.
The truth, we've been so long without fruit. This wisdom, knowledge, understanding with the brothers you see up here that's upholding, pertaining. Hey, keep going.
Shall be declared.
Shall be declared. What you seeing now, man? The words of Yahweh Shemel Shah have been declared to the 4 corners of the earth. This is why you see this devil's going down, man. And there's nothing this devil can do about it, man. You can't come up here and gainsay against the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. We're at the end of your society, Esau. So you need to live it up, man. Give me Lamentations 4 and 21, man. Your society's done, man. You devils need to live it up and just go party and bullshit. Because, hey, man, the Most High is about to take this place down, man. Up here trying to come up here and try to come against the men of the Lord like we don't sup with the scriptures daily, man.
This is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Which that was the Edomite, man. You need to be in the spirit of rejoicing, man. You need to be going around partying and bullshit, man. You need to be glad that you're still in rulership, man. Keep going.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
And Uz represents this America now, man. Keep going.
The cup also shall be passed through unto thee.
And that cup is slavery, man. Because contrary to belief, the so-called white man is going into slavery when you read the Bible, man. That's right. Hey, you sown wickedness upon the earth and you're going to reap it, man. Keep going.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
And you seeing that now, man. Esau's getting exposed on every level, man. Brother, give me Jeremiah 49 and 10. Esau's getting exposed on every level, man. The men of the Lord are exposing this devil on all eyes are on Esau, Edom, man. Keep going on that. You read that, Jeremiah. Keep going on that.
It's back in Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Hey, the punishment of our iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. You Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics, man. Your punishment is almost up. You can't see that that the kingdom's at hand? Come on, man. Keep going.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter Edom. He will discover thy sins.
He will discover thy sins, man. He's going to visit Esau, Edom, man. Who is that comes from Basra, man? The garments dipped in blood, man. Yahweh Shah. He's going to come back and visit this damn place. Why do you think his chariots everywhere, man? It's nothing Esau Edom can do and hide himself anymore, man. The words of Yahweh Shem Shah on the four corners of the earth and exposing this devil, man. Bring it out, Baba Shah.
Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
The Most High said, I have made Esau bare. I uncovered his secret places. Because this devil, Esau Edom, he was out the way he was prospering on the earth, because he did it with what? Secrecy, man. He hid himself, man. That's why you had a so-called Illuminati, man. The so-called enlightened ones. Enlightened to what? The darkness of this world, man. Like it says in Isaiah 60 chapter, the 2nd verse, gross darkness shall cover the earth and gross darkness the people, man. Why? Because Esau Edom's in rulership, man. He's keeping everybody in that dumbed down, docile state of mind, not thinking for themselves, man. Read that again, Baba Shah.
Verse 10. And I have made Esau bare. I have covered his secret places.
Keep going.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
Keep going.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
God, man, and that's showing that this devil's going down, man. There's nothing Esau Edom can do anymore. That's why we tell Esau, don't come up here and gainsay and try to say the prophet that the one you even call Jesus, the one we call Yahweh Shai, our big brother, his name is JC. Come on, man. That the promise of Abraham? Nah, man, get out of here, man. What about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man? That's how you know these heathen, they're through, man. That's the only little arguments they have. The promise of Abraham, man, was the seeds of many. Nah, man, because Abraham had a promise which went to Isaac and went to Jacob and went to the 12 patriarchs, man. Because you damn Christians don't want to bring that out. And then the throne of David, man. What about the throne of David? That's showing you damn Christians is through, man. Bring it out, bro. You had something, bro? Come on, give me Isaiah 47 and 1. Hey, Esau's done, man. That's why he's up here. He's in scramble mode, man, trying to inquire and trying to see how he can fit his way into prophecy, man. Only part of prophecy you got is your ass getting rounded the fuck up, man. That's it, man. Round up and threw in some threw in the chariots. Your ass gonna be intergalactic slavery, man. That means your ass gonna be on planet to planet, serving out your damn captivity, man. And mainly here here on Earth, man. Because you gotta understand, brothers gonna inherit the kingdom. Because he said, "I go prepare a place for me." Brothers gonna have planets, man. Who gonna be serving them planets? Who gonna be a servitude? You goddamn heathen, man. Read it, bro.
Isaiah 47. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughters of Babylon.
It's talking about America, man. Sitting in the dust, man. Sitting in this play confusion, man. Keep going.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Because the Chaldeans was the modern day Babylons, man. The ones you call the witches and warlocks back in the ancient world, man. The ones that deal with sorcery. Keep going.
For thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate.
And nobody's looking at this place as a tender and delicate place, man. Everybody's seeing that the so-called white man is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Don't nobody want to hear what you goddamn so-called Edomites want to talk about, man. Nobody want to hear and inquire what you goddamn devils want to talk about, man. They want to hear what the men of the Lord are talking about. Keep going.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Come, man. Hey, reveal this devil, man. Expose this nigga, man. Expose him for all the wickedness that he pushed out through the earth, man. Talking about Job 90:24 doesn't describe his ass. What type of madness is that, man? Talking about Job 90:24 is not talking about the so-called white man. Get the hell out of here, man. How they don't fit the so-called white man? It said Job 90:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. If not, wherein who is it? Who else fits that prophecy, man? Showing that Esau is nothing but a damn serpent, man. Keep going, bro.
Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, the shame shall be seen.
Yeah, the shame shall be seen, man. Give me Habakkuk 2:16, Baba Kushah. Everybody's seeing how you got your wealth, man. Everybody's seeing how you got in a higher seat, how you got to that top pinnacle, and like in the society that you are, man. Everybody's seeing what you've done, man. Rape, rob, and murder, man. Child and pedophilia, all drugs, oil, and money, like the brother said, man. That's your God, man. Not the God of the Bible, man.
What Esau seeing, that's why he trying to come up and please. Oh, you got some?
I would take vengeance, and I would not meet thee as a man.
Kind of. That's talking about our big brother Yahushua when he come back, man. When he come back, man, he's not going to be in that state he was in last time, man. He's going to have that glorious body. He's going to be reigning, putting you damn people to death, man. You got that for me, Bob Shah?
It's Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with the shame for glory. Drink thou also, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
God, and that shameful glory is talking about how you got your riches, man. How you got your wealth, man. How you go around the world pillaging, rape, robbing, and murdering, man, and blaming it on other people, man. That's how Esau Edom, that's how he does things, man. He's sly, he's cunning, he's a deceiver, man. He's a goddamn devil, man. The devil goes back to the Latin word diabolos, which means deceiver, man. That's the so-called white man. Like the tribe of Gad say, the fourth tongue, man. He speaks with a fourth tongue, man. If that's not the so-called white man, who is it, man? Who does that, man? Keep going.
Thou art filled, so like the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and the shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
That shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. Your so-called presidents, your secret societies, man. It's a shameful thing, man. That's why everybody's looking at the so-called white man and shaking their goddamn head like, damn, these motherfuckers is wicked, man. Child pedophilia, man. Promoting the nasty people, man. Writing their ways into law, man. Who's doing that, man? And when we brought that out, he didn't want to say who's doing it. Who's doing that shit? You so-called white people, man. Let's speak on that, man. Let's speak about the wickedness that you promoting around the earth, man. Come on, man. Who is doing all these things to the earth? Who's destroying the earth? Who's destroying the ecosystem, man? Who's destroying the ozone layer, man? Who's destroying that shit, man? You so-called white people, man, and you don't want to take accountability for your actions, man. But the Most High, hey, he's gonna require it, which is past, man. Thus says the scriptures, man. You had a precept, bro?
Yeah, I got one. Ecclesiastes 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
That's how this man got his riches, man. Injuries got by deceit, man. All these so-called covenants he made with the tribe of Gad over what? Over 300, 400, exactly. And this devil didn't keep upholding not one, man. To this day, the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben over there now don't got no running water, man. Who did that, man? The so-called white man. But they say, oh, we gave him casinos. But who owned the casinos? The so-called white man. Because he's the damn devil, man. Keep going.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And this is what you're seeing, man. You're seeing transition of power taking in full effect, man. This devil, his whole power is crumbling, man. That how thou hast fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, man, the son of the keep going. Hey, grab me that Isaiah 14 chapter, man. It's kind of beautiful. And then you see how that's how the spirit, man. The spirit just it flows, man. Devil come up here trying to gainsay against the words, man. Against the words you have by Shemal Shah, man.
And here it's like 12. Here it is. I'll start at 11. Like pump is brought down to the grave.
And that pump represents his pride, man. That's why these devils, they ain't so proudful like they used to be, man. Them good old days, them good old boys. Keep going.
And the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worm cover thee.
And you see this society, man, that worms represent this state of corrosion, man. The decay is decaying. This society, this America infrastructure is through, man. His infrastructure is through, his money's through, the people's through. The morals and the mindset of the people are through. This place is done, man. It's out of here. There's no healing. There's no cure to thy bruise, man. Keep going.
Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, man? And when you look at that word Lucifer, it goes back to light bearer. Thank you for water. It goes back to light bearer, which is your so-called Illuminati. The ones that have the light on this side in wickedness, man. They've been hiding themselves for centuries, man. Starting back, I think it goes back deeper than 1776, man. They've been waiting on to establish this since Christopher Columbus came over here, because they wanted this to be the new world to lead to the new world order, man. Keep going.
how did it? So like I said, oh Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Because Esau Edom had his foot of all the nation's ass, our ass, everybody ass, man. Because it goes back to prophecy, Job 9:24. The earth is given, and the Most High gave this world over to Esau Edom, man. Why? Because that was his blessing when you read in the book of Genesis, man. That when the Genesis, the 25th and the 27th chapter was his blessing, man. Keep going.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit.
Hey, read that again, Mama Shah.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
And that stars represent the 12 tribes of Israel, man. He exalted his throne over us because he's ruling over us now, man. Keep going.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north.
And that's over here in America, man. That's over. He's sitting over the congregation, which is Negro, Latino, Native Americans, over in the land of the North, which is what? North America, man. He's ruling over us now, man. Keep going.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
And that's why Esau Edom thinks he's the Most High. That's why Job, now I'm going to keep going back to that. Job 9:24. Who else did that, man?
Nobody.
Who else did that? Nobody. Nobody else painted the image of the Messiah and put him to himself but the so-called white man. And then he gets mad that we bring it out, man. But hell, anytime you go into a Christian church, that's what you see. That's what you see is nothing but blaspheme, man. You had something, bro? Come, bring it out. Come.
This is a precept of Isaiah verse 14. When he said, I will ascend above the clouds and I will be like the Most High. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he is the Most High, sitting in the temple of the Most High, showing himself he is the Most High.
And that's Esau Edom, man.
Esau
Edom, that's what he done, man. Ain't no other nation on earth done this but Esau Edom, man. Can you grab me Revelation 13?
Revelation 2 and 2. I know thy works and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil, and hast tried them.
You good?
No, so like it was 3 and 9. So like Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I make them a synagogue of Satan. So like 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door where no man can shut. For thou hast little strength and hast kept my word and hast not denied my name. Right, man. That's talking to the true Israelites, man. The elect, man. Behold, I make them a synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet. Right, man. Since they say they the Jews, man, and you know, he was trying to go back to Orthodox Jews and Judaism and all that shit. No, I know, hey, those aren't even the real Jews, man. You know what I'm saying? They the synagogue of Satan, man.
Revelation 13 and 6. And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against the Most High.
Let's talk about Esau Edom, man. He opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep going.
To blaspheme his name.
To blaspheme his name, because that's what he did. He called him God. He called him Jesus. Keep going.
And his tabernacle.
And his tabernacle. Keep going.
And them that dwell in heaven.
And them that dwell in heaven. His tabernacle represents us here on earth. And them that dwell in heaven represents the angels, man. Who did that, man? The so-called white man. Read it again.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against the Most High. To blaspheme his name.
To blaspheme his name.
And his tabernacle. And them that dwell in heaven.
And who done that? What nation of people done that, man? The so-called white man. Because he called us niggas, he called us pigs, he called the angels aliens with big heads. Then he called God. What did he do with God? He got a damn mural over there with the son of God and God are touching fingers and they butt ass naked, man. That's blasphemy, man. That's wickedness, man. And who's doing that, man? Like keep bread. Hey, let's get to 2 Thessalonians, man. Let's bring that back, man. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Who's doing that, man? Who's doing it? Nobody want to talk about that, though. You want to talk about the promises to Abraham, but you don't want to talk about who's over here messing up the whole earth, man. Who's in rulership, man. Who fit the characteristics, man.
Who's the border of wickedness?
Who's exactly, man. He want to talk about that, because we don't have to listen to you Edomites no more, man. This is our platform. You're going to listen to what we got to say up here, man, through the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Keep going.
This is 2 Thessalonians, verse 3.
Come on.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they're coming and falling away first.
God, because we fell away. We went into captivity under these devils and under these heathen nations, man. We fell away from our heritage, man. Jeremiah 17. man. Keep going.
And that man of sin be revealed.
That man of sin be revealed, man. Esau, Edom, man. Keep going.
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition, which is destruction. Keep going.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he is as the Most High, sitting in the temple of the Most High.
Because Esau, Edom think he is God. Esau, Edom, and so-called white people have a God complex, man. They think they're the ones that are supposed to be ruling this earth, man. They think this earth was made for them, but they have been fooled. Hey, they've been madly mistaken, man. Keep going.
Showing himself that he is the Most High.
Keep going.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
God, just as us to this day, man. The things that were written before time were written for our learning, man. Keep going.
And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
And now he withholdeth that he might be revealed in this time. Because you got to understand, back in the ancient world, he wasn't revealed at that time. But now the Most High is revealing unto us, man, that the son of perdition, the ones that's coming at the working of Satan, is the so-called white man. Was the so-called Romans in the ancient world. Was the so-called Greeks, man. Was the Macedonians, man. Keep on.
Verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
The mystery of iniquity. It was a mystery. Didn't nobody know who was doing this, man. They didn't understand who was fulfilling this prophecy, man. Keep going.
Only he who now letteth will let.
And only he who now let it will let, showing the Most High, Job 92, he gave it to him. He's letting him do this, man, to fulfill what prophecy, man? He's letting Esau, Edom mess the whole world up, man. Destroy this world and himself, man. Keep going.
The Lord made a promise that he was going to destroy him that destroyed the earth.
That's right, man. Keep going.
Until he be taken out of the way.
The Most High is about to take him out of the way. And how do we know that? Through the signs of the times of the prophecies, man. Measuring the time diligent in itself. Keep going.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Then shall that wicked be revealed. Just like we was revealing to this devil that he represents the wicked when you read Job 9:24. But he didn't want to take accountability for the actions of his people, man, which are the Edomites, man. Keep going.
Whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Which you see right now, man. He was getting burned up, man. He was getting burned up through this word, man. Give me Jeremiah 5:14, man. We was burning his ass up with this word, man. Salaki for cussing. But this devil, these devils try to come up here and try to control the narrative and try to control the platform. Like, hey, no. This is the words of Yahweh Shem Shah. This is our platform, man. Keep going, bro. Bring that Jeremiah out.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Hold that. Bring that up, Baba Shah.
Jeremiah 5:14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire.
I will make thy words fire. Keep going.
And the people would.
And when the people would, so it was burning them up, we consumed with the words of Yahweh Shem Shah, with the scriptures, man. And there's nothing these devils can do about it, man. Because these are words of the Heavenly Father and Son, man. And they're faithful and true, man. Keep going on that 2 Thessalonians.
With the spirit of. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Hey, you gotta read that again, Bob Shaw. Read that again.
Verse 9.
Yep.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan with all his power and signs and lying wonders.
God, because this Esau's got to bring his lying wonders with his so-called technology, man. His so-called nano technology, which is in the Maxine. His so-called Internet of Things. His so-called
workers of miracles.
Workers of miracles.
You know, here it is. This man, he controls the weather, man. You know what I'm saying? He brings upon seasons upon the earth, faster or slower. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this man's technology is works of miracles, man. You know what I'm saying? Things that men only dreamed about doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because he has satellites that messes the earth up as it is, man. He has satellites that make a hurricane, that make a tornado, that make a snowstorm. He does that on the left hand, man. Because the Most High, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, man.
And you don't have to take our word for it, man. You can go on YouTube right now and watch the devil make a miniature tornado. Right now, just go look it up.
Man, they put it in a movie in Twister, man. When you go back and look at that movie, they were showing you that they know how to manipulate the weather, man. They were showing you on that movie Twister how they know how to make a tornado, man. Well, what more so now, man? That movie was made in the damn 90s. What more so now in 2021, man? Wicked, man.
I got a precept for that.
Gone.
Psalm 17 and 13.
Gone.
Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked which is thy sword.
Bring it again. You gotta be there.
Job 9:25. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Most High used the Edomites for his sword to punish us. They are the wicked, and they are the Most High sword.
Which is the only reason why they've been allowed to rule, man. I can tell you in Daniel 4:17. Somebody can get that for me real quick? You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the Lord told us he was going to have to set up the basis of man, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was just giving us an example of how not to rule, man, of what ultimate wickedness looked like among the earth, man. You got it?
Said Daniel 4:17.
Right, man. Just showing us what all our wickedness is going to look like on the earth. Get that?
Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Right, man. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, man. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been one man that's ruled upon this earth, and the Lord hadn't had a part in it. Keep going.
And give it to whosoever he will.
Give it to whosoever he will, man. Keep going.
And set up over it the basis of men.
Right, man. That's what he did. He set up the basis of men, man. That man of wickedness, man. And that's who's ruling right now, man, which this devil didn't want to acknowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? You got something, bro? No. Get Habakkuk 2 and 4. Because, hey, this devil, man, hey, he's proof he's the devil the whole time he's been in rulership, man. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the things that he's established. Look at the wines that he set up, man. Look how he led the people. Hey, tell us, Mark, if you can't give me Sirach 10 and 2. Look at the direction he steered the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You look at the average everyday, not just Israelite, but hell, the average everyday person, man. The shit they believe, the shit they do. It's obvious to see this man is the devil.
Habakkuk 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Right, man. His soul is not uplifted. It's lifted up. It's not upright in him, man. So he the natural can't get right, man. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that zeal for Yahweh Shemel Shah. He don't want none of his counsel, like I tell you in Psalms 10 and I believe around about 5 or 6, man. That he would have none of his counsel. Keep going.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Right, man. The just gonna live by the faith. Keep going.
Yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
Right, man. Look at the wine that he set up upon the earth, man. Like the brother's going into. You got pedophilia. You got the moles. You know what I'm saying? Running rampant throughout the city. That time of year coming up, man, where the moles had a big parade, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, these are the things. These are the wines that this devil was set up, man. Just proving that he's the devil. But the scriptures don't get that. Get that?
He is a proud man.
Proud man, obvious.
Neither keep it at home.
Hey, he don't mind his damn business, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't everybody else shit, man.
Yep, he's all in everybody else lands. When they even with the thing that happened with Syria years back, they said that Russia didn't invade Syria. They said America's the ones that invading our land. But America used their propaganda, their media, to spin it to make to play the victim like they always do, man. He's always in somebody else's business, man. Keep going, bro.
Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
Right, man. He enlarges his desire as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why America is hell, man. That's why every day we wake up, man, we like, man, damn, we in hell, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They had them old songs where Jacob say, damn, God gotta let me in heaven because I'm living in hell, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what the devil set this place up to be. Hell, man. Yep. Keep going.
But gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people.
Right, man. He's heaped up to him all people. That's why when you come to America, you can find any nation under the planet, man. You come you find Moab, Elam.
It's a melting pot.
You can find Japhet. You can find everything here in America, man.
Yeah, that's why it's called Babylon the Great. When you go back to Genesis the 11th chapter, what did they do in Babylon? They built a tower all into the heavens, man, and they wanted to speak one language, man. The Most High came down and confounded that place, man, because the word confound goes back to Babel, which is Babylon, man. And this is why this place is called Babylon the Great, because this is all the nations heaped unto one continent at one, and all calling themselves Americans, man. Which in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, a bunch of damn Babylonians, man. This is nothing. The scriptures say there is nothing new under the sun, man.
Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Right, man. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, man? So here it is. We just calling out the ways of this devil. And it's like no other nation fits that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't go to China and just find all nations, man. You can't go to Russia and find all nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and find all nations in abundance, man. You know what I'm saying?
Chinatown. damn.
China, you got Little Italy.
Yeah, you got Little Italy. You got Chinatown. You got the Benjamites with a so-called West Indian setup shop. And you got places where the so-called Africans dwell, where Ishmael dwell. All these so-called neighborhoods, all in one place, man. All these nations are heaped together in one continent, man.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going, finish it up.
And a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
Right, man. And that's exactly what he's done, man. He's increased that which is not his, man. This man wasn't this devil's, man. This world isn't this devil's, man. But hey, what has he done, man? He's raped, robbed, and murdered all around the world, and it just kept adding, increasing that which is not his, man. Somebody got me Isaiah 30:1. That's all this devil's been doing, man. Is robbing these other nations, mainly robbing the nation of Israel, man, of our labor, man, not giving us the credit that was due. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. He's giving out reparations to everybody but the people who needed it, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna get ours back. We're gonna get ours back to Yahweh Shemel was shot, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna get our reparations through the blood that you shed, man. Like I said, that nigga song, man. Get it back in blood, man. Keep going.
How long after he?
What you doing?
Isaiah 33:1.
33. I was about to say.
Isaiah 33:1, man. Because like I was going into, hey, this devil, he sit here, he's raped, robbed, and murdered the whole world, man. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. He had over 400 peace treaties with Gad, man. You can't keep one of them shits, man. Just go to show you the devil, man.
This is the book of Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Right. How did America become about? How did the so-called white man inhabit America? Man? How did he get over here? How did he get from behind the Appalachians where he promised that he was on stage all the way to California, man?
Exactly.
Come on, man. It's simple, man. Keep going.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, that dealt treacherously, and thou dwelt not treacherously with thee.
Right, man, and they dealt not treacherously with thee, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this devil, he's still doing this to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? He did it to the tribe of Israel. He did it with Ammon. He did it with Moab, Ishmael. That's why Ishmael and Amalek having that war right now, man. Because this devil, he deals treacherously, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
When thou cease to spoil, thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously. Thou shalt deal treacherously with thee.
Right, man. When thou when thou cease to spoil, when you stop rape robbing, you stop setting up these false narratives to go invade these countries, to take their resources. Hey, they gonna deal treacherously with thee, man. Somebody give me that Obadiah, I believe 1:7, where it said the men of thy Confederacy. Right, man, because once you think, oh, man, you know what I'm saying, shit's sweet, hey, man, I done raped, robbed, and murdered all I wanted, I got everything I want, you know what I'm saying, hey, I got the nations under subjection, man, hey, that's when all hell gonna break out on you devils, man.
Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, man. The men that were in peace with thee have deceived thee, man. You know, these devils like to make fun of the so-called Japanese, man. You know what I'm saying? They be putting up the memes where like, here comes with that song, "Here Comes the Sun" over the Japanese flag and shit, just showing their pride, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that these devils, they nuked Japan, was it Hiroshima and Nagasaki? So these devils, they making jokes about that shit to this day, man.
Yeah, they make jokes.
And so, you know, hey, Ammon over there, he just taking it right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He playing it cool, but hey, he deceived you, man. Here it is, you got this little treaty where you paying Benjamin, but Benjamin letting China set up military bases over there in the land of Jamaica, man. So the men of your Confederacy have deceived me, man. Matter of fact, who was it that was setting up in Japan? I believe it was Russia. Russia got military bases over there in Japan too, man. Yep. So here it is, your enemies around about you and the lands that you so-called have a treaty with, man. You know what I'm saying? And Russia also, I believe it's China is in Mexico too. Yep. America don't have no smoke in Mexico right now. So all these people, look, your enemies are round about you everywhere you go, man.
In Cuba, Russia's over there in Cuba. They've been over there for years, man.
That's what kept America from completely invading Cuba.
Yep, I got a precept backing that up, man.
And this is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened. That straightened goes back to difficult. His own counsel shall cast him down. All these treaties, all these agreements you have with these other nations, they're going to cast you down, man. Like you said, man, they already letting Russia and their allies come into their lands because all goal, the main goal is to destroy America, which is Babylon the Great, man. When you read the scriptures, man, like when you read Revelation 18th chapter, man, all these nations, they're gonna destroy this place, man.
Get that again.
And prevailed against thee. Okay. All the men of that, over there, 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, man. Like we was just going into how they let America's enemies set up shop in their country, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a competitor, man, and you got an ally, and your allies is letting your competitor put them in on your secrets, man, letting them near the borders, man, get them close to you, so they can spy on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And prevailed against thee.
And they're gonna prevail against you, man, because it's gonna be the spirit of how about Shimei was shot.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Right, man. They that eat thy bread, man. They that feed off America. You know what I'm saying? They make their money off America, sell to America. Hey, they still sick of you devils, man. So, hey, though they eating your bread, you know what I'm saying, taking your money, you know what I'm saying? Hey, abiding by your rules somewhat. Hey, they laid a wound up under you, man. Hey, and that wound is the setting up your destruction, man. By setting up these other nations to come in their land, and hey, ultimately just to destroy you, man.
Yep.
There is none understanding in him.
Hey, he don't understand that. He don't understand that, man. He don't understand. He can't understand that Russia being, China being in Jamaica is for his destruction, man. That Russia being in Japan is for his destruction. Man. You know what I'm saying? That China being in Mexico is for your destruction, man. China, Iran, China, and Russia all are all allies, and all they doing is they circling America round about, man. America don't have any borders, man. So, hey, this place can be made easy pickings for them, man. You know? Oh, yeah. But that's all I had. You got anything else?
Con, that's the spirit. That's all I got, man. Lord willing, it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. So with that, we want to close it out by saying, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. Double honors to our apostle, elders of great millstone of well. Peace and sanitation, all the Akhmer pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
From Yasharala.
From Yasharala.
I think you went about 3 hours.
Hey! Brother, you got this up.
Hey, fuck these all, man.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
My bad.
I wouldn't let you get it. I wouldn't get it.